Okay, hello everyone, I am Gerdat14, and for the second time today, I'm doing another video. Huh, weird. It's like all of a sudden I have all the motivation to do the videos.
I'm Will Casaver, and I'm here yet again.
Yes, Lyoko is back this time.
And you have me here as well.
Yep,
Sanders here as well.
yes. And today, or at least this time, we are going to be covering the new pack, Primal Origins, which has been fully released in the OCG for some time, but I've been too lazy to actually start up doing a video for it, because I am lazy.
Yeah. Wait, sorry.
Alright, so the first thing that we need to look at is the ZS Banish Sage. Now, a few new archetypes are technically in this, but we're going to be going through this in order because, yeah, that's how we do things. So yeah, we're going to do all the new monsters, then the new spells and traps, and then I don't really know what's so special about the last 10 cards of this pack. I really don't. But this is one of the few. This is a pack that actually does something new to the game in that this actually has 90 cards in it for the OCG list, as opposed to it usually having 80 cards, and then during the TCG release we'll get 20 imports, or various TCG exclusives. All right, we're not going to be going through a full effect list because that would take us 4 fucking hours, but we are going to do general thoughts about the cards. All right. So, since you guys have spent the entire time I've been talking, hopefully, reading the card, what do you think of it so far?
Another Utopia support card, which will certainly be interesting to add to it.
Okay.
Sorry, you can interrupt if you had something.
Well, I almost have an interrupt. I don't agree with that. We have a lot of fucking Utopia support, and the Utopia deck already is pretty damn powerful, especially when especially when you throw in the Zeal weapons. The Zeal weapons make Utopia very, very deadly.
Oh, there's a lot of fun combos you can already do with Utopia.
How about you, Mr. Xander?
Well, the free draw one's always a nice thing. Deck thinning, definitely nice. Could draw into something that wins you the game. So that's always nice. The rest of his effect is meh.
Let's see here.
Oh wait.
I like his resummon effect. That's actually very nice.
Wait, is this supposed to be a Utopia monster? Or this is supposed to be a photon. I actually read the rest of it. I was kind of just read Utopia. It's like, oh, Utopia. I didn't actually read anything.
Well, here's the thing. It's technically a fusion card. It's a Zeal weapon technically, but it's not. It focuses on the Utopia support, but it works as a standard removal card, and I like that.
That's actually not bad, because one with Galaxy Eyes, just banish this, then this, bam.
Yes.
So you've already read your
ZS Sage is actually pretty cool. I am really hoping that he gets his name changed, but nah. Oh well.
To what?
I don't know to what, but we have a lot of sages this time, and that makes it confusing with the druids that we have.
Oh, the next card's not bad. Galaxy Mirror Sage is interesting. The 500 life point gain per Galaxy monster's not bad, and it's in the graveyard.
Although you're not going to have all that many Galaxy monsters in your graveyard.
I don't know, that late game could be a game changer for you.
I'd run it at 1 if I ever ran it.
Yeah, 1 seems to be the preferred method for a lot of the Galaxy offshoots.
That Mirror Sage, I've just played a Galaxy Age deck, that's why I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I've not
Sage.
played anything to do it.
Yeah, you really kind of constantly are bringing out them back to the field and doing your rank plays and whatnot. Or like me and just throwing 3 Galaxy Eyes out.
I like the fact that he has a recruiter, and he has got an interesting condition on his recruit. That being said, again, the monsters that you're recruiting is never going to be banished, at least if you're doing it right, so. Especially since you can get himself. Oh dear.
This next card on the list seriously reminds me of Cyber Dinosaur.
Well, it's supposed to. It's Cyber Dinosaur, but now it's a Galaxy Dinosaur.
Cyber Dinosaur in space.
Exactly.
Uh,
It technically is. Look at the picture.
Yes.
As I hold up my cyber dinosaur, no one can see. Put that back.
well, the special summon effect's not bad, but the limitation to only being able to XYZ into galaxy monsters, a
Oh,
little
look, all of the
bit.
Galaxy Dragons.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good card to have. Because
It's
say you
and it
have
makes
something
sense to
out
have
that's
that
going to die.
particular. Oh, it makes sense to have that particular limitation. Sorry, Forrest.
It's
Uh,
fine. The other nice thing is if, like, say you had two galaxies out or something, and like, oh, they have galaxy eyes, but I can kill their other thing. Nope, Tyranno. Bam into the 3-1, which I think is the cover card of this pack.
no, Primal's actually only a 2. The 3 is the Neo Tachyon, and
You know,
we'll be getting
Tachyon,
into
that's
the
right.
Blue Eyes Ultimate. We will. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean
Uh,
Neo Tachyon, even though it's
I
called
love
Blue
it.
Eyes Ultimate.
It's fun.
All right.
It's like,
So yeah, we like Galaxy Tyranno. Just not. It's not nearly as useful as we're making it sound because it's very situational, but it's cool still.
it is. It's a little situational, but it's a free 8, which in that deck is always nice.
Oh
Yeah.
look, we have a less powerful battle fader up next.
Yes, Heliosphere, the Supreme Shield Dragon.
It becoming a level 8, it's pretty much a free Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Dragon.
Yes, it's a very cheap Prime Dragon. Okay, but that being said, that's not what I would use it for. I would use it for the attack lock.
Oh
It's like,
yeah.
oh look, Infinity Barrier's at 1 now? Okay, step 1, put out the other. It's like, bet you wish you didn't have an empty hand.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Shark support. Not much to
Hey,
say
we're not
about
done
mermaids.
talking about Heliosphere yet.
What
You're
else?
just like blazing through this. I thought I had to be all patient earlier today. You're just, nope.
So, any particular combos other than the Galaxy Eyes ones that you guys can see? My main one that I would actually want to see is using Heliosphere, the Supreme Shield, to go into Heliopolis.
I was about to mention just straight up rank 8 plays.
Yeah, because
That was fun though.
I'd make a more not generic comment other than the Prime Dragon,
If I,
but
if I was
I
still
don't
running,
I don't know many of the rank 8s, so
if I was still running my Blue Eyes deck, I may toss it. I would have maybe tossed them in. Just
Alright.
because I have the rank 8 plays.
Okay, and then next we have, yes, Mermaid Shark. Mermaid Shark.
not much to say about this. It's just a generic search card, really.
No, it's a Foolish Burial, and that is awesome. Problem being, of course, is that Foolish Burial is at 1.
Wait, what? When this card is normal summon, you can add one level 3 to 5 fish type monster from your deck to your hand. Are we looking at the same card?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are, and I misread it. I'm sorry. I
Pretty
thought
much
it was
generic
from your deck to
searcher.
grave.
Which is
But here's the thing: this
some of the
this card
Mermails
combos
fish?
amazingly well with one of the other cards that we'll be seeing. I think in a moment. Where is she? Oh wait, no, she's not actually here. She was is she here? I don't think that she's here. God damn it! But there's a particular card that she combos very well with. A Siren Orca. Honestly, I would like it if she had a bit more attack, because I really don't see myself going in normal summon her unless I'm going to be exploding that turn, and I don't see myself exploding with that particular effect. So maybe,
I'm gonna grab all the fishies.
yes, all of the fishies.
I think it was a fish deck that was kicking my ass.
All right, next up we
Fishes.
have Geyser Shark.
This one's interesting.
Yeah, Geyser Shark and Mermaid Shark are built to combo from each other.
Not really, because this activates in grave.
So
Mermaid Shark
Grab it.
grabs the hand.
yeah, Mermaid Shark grabs it to your hand. From there, it's
He
pretty
grabs
easy to
Geyser.
discard it.
Monster reincarnation or something.
Most water effects.
Most water makes that's true.
They like making a splash, okay?
Well, I see what you did there. Horrible.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal here, is to make stupid jokes.
Okay.
Oh.
Um, I really like Geyser Shark's Ixie's effect. I do. And I'm glad that it's limited to once per turn. I don't see myself using it all that often, honestly, because the only level 5 water monster I usually go into is would be either Cyber Shark or BES Crystal Core. And the main reason that I would go into those is if I'm running the Ocean deck. And if I'm running the Ocean deck, I can just normal summon them. Mind you, getting them back from the graveyard and being able to Ixies immediately with them would be awesome, but the problem, of course, being that I'd have to go for a level 4 water, as opposed to a 5.
There's some good fours.
Yes, there's a lot of good 4s, like Bahamut Shark.
I can't ever remember its name, but the one that negates the graveyard.
Yeah, that's Abyss. Yeah, it's Abyss Dweller. That's
There's
it.
my... Yep. And, Honor Arc, I guess.
Yes, Honor Arc is, of course, one of the bigger ones. How about you, Mark? Any major combos that you would do?
Rank 5s. I can't really think of much. I don't really use anything outside of rank, like, 3 or 4, so everything above that spectrum is pretty much, blank space for me.
Alright.
I don't really use it. This next card is kind of mean. Blizzard Thunderbird.
Blizzard Thunderbird. It's not the one that I wanted to go over, but I missed my chance to go over Blizzard Falcon. Blizzard Falcon is awesome.
Thunderbird is holy crap.
Thunderbird. One for you, wait, is he a Wind Beast Water too?
Yes.
Oh, accept himself. Okay. Alright.
That's still kind of
trying to abuse it.
Special summoning both one from your hand and graveyard.
Yeah, but the thing is, most of the time, the card combo that I wanted to use involves you already having her on the field. So Thunderbird doesn't really have all that many damn targets. And even if you specialize in using that, I think one of the better things that you can go into is Aurora Wing.
Still, though, that's kind of nice. And then it protects itself by bouncing itself back to the hand, too.
So, you really don't want it to go back to your hand unless you're going to special summon it. I mean, the whole reason why you would want to go for them is if you're going to go for a pretty powerful Ixies. And to be honest, that means you're going in between 3 and 5.
You could Bruno. That's what her name was. Serena Orca.
Siren Orca, yes. That is who I want to talk about too, but I can't because she's not here apparently.
Yeah, she was last pack.
Yeah. Alright,
So I got a bajillion.
moving on to our next thing. A Battling Boxer Big Bandage.
Oh, this card seems actually pretty nice.
Yeah,
It's got
it's
a-
more Battling Boxer support that they didn't need, and probably
Not
won't be
just-
using.
Not destroyed once per battle, and you can set your field up for XYZ plays.
So, you don't
Seems
need
pretty
to
good
set
to
up
me.
your field for XYZ plays.
Yeah, I know, but it's still a good situation when you're, like, say they go and book something that you're going to use for XYZ.
If they've booked the thing that you were going to use for XYZ, you don't actually care. All you're going to do is either do the loop so that you can get it off next turn, or allow them to kill it so you can gain pluses off of it.
Like I said, I'm not really... I've played battling... All I see battling boxers is drop lead yoke and try and win.
Because that's all they need to do. Lead Blow
Just
is
gotta
fucking
put 'em in, coach.
amazing.
Put him in, coach. I don't need to read no book.
Well, you don't actually. You literally just, loop yourself Lead Blow onto the field, and then you just keep doing it, and then you win, because your opponent doesn't have nearly enough removal to get rid of all of your Lead Blow.
Yes.
As such, Big Bandage is interesting for for the Battling Boxer decks that are going to go outside of Lead Blow, but there aren't that many of them out there. I mean, the only other one that I really remember outside of Lead Blow is Cheat Commissioner, who is useless.
That's
So,
maybe a side deck card at best.
yeah, it could be.
Alright,
So,
Face her up against
so
a lot of
next we
damage.
card-
have Bailout. Apparently, Bailout is supposedly their answer for Battle Fader.
it seems pretty good. You literally get a free special summon. I mean, you take the damage, but then you gain it back the second it hits the field.
Mhm.
So,
Yes,
and with
it's their answer to
1800
Battle Fader, and although it's a pretty nice stall, it's a pretty nice way to stall for a little while. It's something that the Battling Boxer deck in its competitive form just doesn't need. they
Bless.
really do not care about how much battle damage they take, because after they get lead blow on the field with even a small amount of protection, he's immortal.
They have a good counterpunch already.
Yes, not Des counterblow, but
This is that moment when
No,
I
I'm trying to come up with stupid joke things because.
but they do have a counterpunch called counterpunch.
Yeah, I think I had to happen to me. Didn't realize about it. Attacked anyways because I was playing around with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Very much confused him.
So yeah, Bailout's a good card. It just doesn't seem like it's going to see all that much play.
Mm. It's really only good if it's like the last attack or something, and you just want that for your XYZ or something.
Yeah.
It's just like inserts forced picture of how to play Battle in Boxers here.
Yes.
Oh, the picture he found. It's not really
Matt,
his, but
that is hilarious.
Oh, I loved it. Don't draw the big green dickhead. Okay.
All right.
Put him.
Next up, we have another member to the very small Umbral Horror archetype, Umbral Horror Ghost.
For
I like him. I do. It makes going into Stage Insurgents very easy.
yeah, it's interesting.
I have to keep reminding myself that zombie plague spreader is not a fiend.
Yes, it is a zombie.
Yeah, I always think it's like, oh, that's a quick armory arm. No, it's not.
Well, it is still isn't it still a quick armory arm? Because all you need is level 2 fiend and a level 2 fiend tuner, and you have that in access of, and you have that with a Dark Tinkerer.
All the resonators.
I thought
Use it with
Resonator
any of the resonators.
Yeah.
didn't Resonator 3 though.
There's a
Dark
2 and there's a
Resonator
3.
is 3, but all the
Oh,
the
nice.
other resonators go between 1 and 3.
Oh, very nice.
So you got a 4 or 5 play if you really want to.
Yeah, and now we get into it. Something Forrest has talked about a little bit. I think it was Forrest talked a little bit about the artifacts.
So did
but-
I. The artifact archetype. To be honest, I technically want to go through these as a whole as opposed to individual cards, because as a whole they're interesting. As individual cards, they're kind of iffy.
Well, I'd have to look over all the cards to know what they do, because I have no knowledge of artifact cards at all
All right.
up until now.
I'm combining artifacts with my Dolce.
Oh, fuck me.
There's no synergy.
Yeah, there
As
is
if
no
fun.
synergy there. It's interesting, but there's no fucking synergy. We're
Well,
all
there
level
is.
5 fairies. What
It's
are
more-
you? Between 1 and 4 miscellaneous types.
It's kind of, during my turn, I'll control the field. During your turn, I'll also control the field.
There's no synergy either way. Either way, Forrest can't seem to find Mew.
I don't know where my third one is. I gotta look for that. Anyways, that's off topic. We're
yes.
talking about artifacts, not my Dolce.
All right.
It's late.
Well, here's the thing: for when artifacts first premiered in this pack, because the OCG actually has had this pack for a while now, and I wanted to test them out. I was like, oh man, I really want to test these out, but I don't know how the hell I'd be testing them out on DN, where I go and test them. Once these came out, DN actually updated their service to allow you to place monsters face down in your spell and trap card zone. And I was like, booyah, finally! And I proceeded to do every single duel forgetting that this feature existed.
Okay.
You can still normal summon them, by the way, which is one thing I'd like to add.
Yes, these are normal
none of them are
summonable, despite
restricted.
being level 5, and you never want them to be normal summoned. Well, except for
I know.
maybe Kadakis. Kadakis you might want to normal summon.
It's nothing you'd ever do, but it's interesting that that restriction isn't on them.
Right.
That it's not forced to be from the spell zone.
Anti-spell trap card zone.
They're like crystal beasts, but they go right to the back rather than
Yes.
go after.
That is their gimmick. They're like Crystal Beasts, but faster.
They're like a crystal beast deck if it didn't need the dragon.
Well,
I
they don't
can-
need the dragon. Abundance is a much better
Well-
dragon.
Well, I can
I
see
like the dragon.
some from the just the basics of what I'm saying. I could see some use for this, but I could also see some of these effects not going off at all.
Yeah, there's the ones that hit your own stuff don't actually work that well. And I'm not entirely
No,
sure.
it's not even that. It's just I see somebody setting a spell or trap card, even if it's an artifact monster, I'm gonna pop it on their end phase, not on my turn. I mean, I
So
could see some use if, I go into a big JD play and pop the whole lot of them, because I think
And then-
they're spell or traps.
Yep. No, the thing is, there's different plays. One, if on the end of my turn I set 5 cards, I don't think you're going to have enough to pop them all. 2, I can Valley Cat and plus off of it
yes,
because I'm summoning a bunch from it. Valley Cat now just plus forward me.
that and even if you
Hopefully.
kill them on your turn, I can still special summon. I just don't get their effects then.
Alright, so guess who's not running Malacat against Forest ever?
Oh come
That's-
on, Valley
that's fine,
Cat
I'm
is
running it.
awesome.
I'm running the Valley Cat. You don't need to.
Yeah.
No, that's no bueno. Stop that.
That's the idea because it's on your turn, so I get all their effects. Blow up away your back row and get rid of anything that's left.
I don't like
And
this.
then I can use the quick play spell in order to just go into Pallades.
Mm-hmm. This deck also, which is a spell card that's later, I think it's in this set too,
Yeah.
gets basically their own MST as well.
Yeah, they get the most broken MST fucking ever. Oh, look, if you're going to destroy it, I can activate it, and thanks to game mechanics, not only do I get its effect, but I also get to blow up something.
So,
Yay!
curious question. Can I because I think I seen one that said it could blow up 2 set spell or trap cards.
Yes.
So is one of the, could I just set MST, wait till your turn, trigger MST, pop the one that pops 2 set cards, and then pop 2 more of my artifacts? Or is it
Yeah.
opponent spell or traps? That's kind of
it's my
That, yeah, that's the one that you're supposed to be popping your own stuff on in order to continue the spam.
Oh, that's
because
not
you
too
can only
bad
pop
then.
your own stuff. Yeah,
But
Beagle
again,
attack.
you don't want to be doing that. If you're going to be blowing up your own stuff, then you want to be blowing it up. Then you want to be blowing all of it up.
Well, I mean, this I could see as really would be a fun little archetype. I might go and throw a few into my deck just for MST and crap fodder.
And
Are
remember,
we
they're
only
5,
going
so
over the
you get
monsters
access
or the
to-
spell and trap cards for these as well?
I think we're going over the spell and traps later once we hit them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might go over the spell and traps individually. I don't know. We're not scripted here, people, ever, at all.
'Cause worst case,
No, I'm just making sure before I talk about the spell, the trap, and their XYZ shenanigans.
The only one of the artifacts that I really want to go over on its own is Kadakis, actually. Because Kadakis is what really makes me want to play this damn archetype.
I gotta take a look at that one because I've not actually looked at it.
He's the one that draws.
Yes. Every
That's not bad.
time that I successfully special summon a artifact monster, I get to draw off of it.
So I'm probably gonna playtest some of these as a.
There's a
worst
confirmed
case-
engine out for them right now.
I'm probably gonna playtest them in a couple of my decks just because then I can just set that as MST fodder. Or night beams or whatever the fuck people want to use for my spell and trap destruction. They can hit stuff like that instead of the things I actually don't want them to hit.
You know, like your Glorious Illusion that you're not running.
Nah, Forrest could Jing Jang heal that instead of my beckoning light, the fucker. That made me
I need
so
to put
sad.
that in the deck.
That made me so sad. I set beckoning and I'm playing
I
against
Goku'd it. I didn't Shinchan Wu, I Goku'd it.
You fucker. You Goku one of those.
I can't pronounce far formation
It's
G
Gyoko.
with a bunch of letters. I call it Goku.
Okay.
It's easier.
Alright. But yeah, I personally really like Kadakis. He's my favorite of the archetype. I like him better even than Durandal. Alright, next up we have the Sylvan stuff that's coming out, starting with Cherub Sprout. Now, I know that you, Lyoko, are actually really looking forward to the Sylvan stuff, in particular Sage Koya and Charity. What about the other things like Cherub Sprout?
Cherub Sprout I'm running in at least one of.
Okay.
It's nice because it grabs your copy plant, which can go into your rank plays. So it's worth running, as well as Peacekeeper and other stuff. It's worth running at least one, I would say. Because when it comes out, it special summons a level 1 plant drag.
Yeah, it's
Make sure I'm reading it right before I
Yeah,
go
it's
off
level
and
1.
say something. Okay. Which is like your copy plant, which is a lot of your rank plays as well as potential synchro spore if you really want. Your peacekeepers and whatnot. Not that you normal peacekeeper, but say you need the excavate for whatever reason. There you
Mm.
go.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I still
I'm
think Mushroom is my favorite of the archetype, though.
I'm just
Mushroom
gonna
was
leave the
he's my
Sylvan's
favorite.
stuff to you two because I have no idea about the archetype. I think I played it a whole twice.
Okay.
Am
Um,
I going directly down the list here?
as much as Cherub Sprout is actually a really interesting card, I really don't see the use of it outside of Copy Plant. Even Spore isn't really all that great in Sylvan, simply because you really want your Sylvans either at the top of your deck or in the grave. That way you have immediate access to them. And Spore doesn't really allow that, especially with all the varied levels of the Sylvans. Makes it so that you would think that having access to Spore would be really nice, but the only 6 that I know of is Guardioak, and Guardioak isn't actually run, which confuses me.
It's just not that great.
I know, but
And Spore was just a potential play for it. Though Spore, you can go into. I think there's a combo for Leo out of it,
yes,
which is always a nice thing
there's
to
most
bring out.
certainly a combo into Leo from Spore, but Leo,
Leo's good.
Leo is amazing.
Snuff Spy. I don't think I've actually looked at it.
Snuff Spy I know is run, mainly because Snuff Spy gives you access to a lot of really nice stuff. Mm. Yeah, it's pretty much a double excavate.
On another note,
Uh, I
Leo
don't.
makes me sad.
I've never actually ran Snuff Spy myself. I haven't played with too much of the Primal Origin, but I don't know if I'd actually put him in.
The one time that I did actually see Sylvan's being played on DN, he was running Snuff Spy and he was getting some major bonuses off of it. So I'm gonna say that Snuff Spy, if you know what you're doing with stuff like Sylvan Charity, Snuff Spy is definitely an auto win, at least at 1, if not at 2. The
It's good.
pluses that you can get off of him are just a bit too good to ignore.
There are a lot of good pluses off him, but at the same point, all he does is excavate, which makes me iffy.
True.
Like that's not bad. That's good for the deck, but he doesn't bring anything to the table but excavating.
Right.
Which there are other cards to basically do stuff like that with.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next we have Fairy Lotus, a card that even has its own damn card set. Seriously, Fairy Lotus actually has 2 other cards that he's focused on.
Really like his appearance.
He is
Oh,
the
it's
rower
good.
from Naruto Abridged. My God, I'm referencing that.
Yep.
That's a thing.
Now,
It's,
I
It's a
really
sad
don't see the
thing.
purpose of running Fairy Lotus. I mean,
No.
if I wanted to recycle my stuff that bad, there are other options. I don't think
I'd
that
run
would.
recycle.
What?
I'd just run recycle.
Well, there's that. But here's the thing. I don't think that I would actually like running Recycle and Sylvans. It would be a deck slot that I could use for something. And
Yeah.
the way that Fairy Lotus does do the recycling, just I don't think that it's going to be actually seen that often.
It's just not worth it because if he was a 4 maybe, but as a 5, it's just you're not going to use him for his excavation.
Right.
You're not going to waste your brain outs on him. You're going to brain out your 7 or your 8. It's kind of like Artioke. The excavation could have potential, but the level makes it so it's like I'd rather go into something else.
Right. Yay, 53.
And Sage Koya.
Yes, Sage Koya, the card that everyone is flipping out over simply because of its level.
It's the 7's good. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
What I really like about it is that it special summons itself when something's excavated.
Um,
Oh yeah, when a Sylvan is sent to the grave,
Mhm.
except during the damage step, you can bring him out.
from his hand.
Yeah, which means he's not dead in your hand,
Right.
which I like already. Any tribute monster that's not dead is good.
Plus, if he's excavated, you get to recycle your charities. The most that I've seen the
That's-
Sylvan deck really do is just spam charity over and over again. And they gain such significant advantage from charity that it makes it worthwhile.
hmm It's really no. It's like, oh, Graceful Charity's back in my deck, but better. Okay, why wouldn't I do this?
Well then.
Especially because you set up your top 2 cards for your turn.
So, Daryl, I've checked out the next couple cards, and that Hazy Flame card is kind of nice.
Yeah, we'll be getting into the one-offs in a moment. But first, we have yet more Ghost Trick stuff. I love getting more Ghost Trick stuff. I just wish that this particular Ghost Trick stuff was worth running.
Well, Doll's okay. I could see Doll maybe run just because it's a good search for a monster you really might need.
Yes,
but
Doll is awesome. Werewolf, though.
Werewolf, 100 damage per set card just isn't enough to warrant actually using.
Right. Now, Forrest, rather Lyoko, I know that Joe is trying to build Ghost Tricks, but when you were looking at it, did you actually know anything about Primal Origin at the time?
The thing is, the 2 Ghost Tricks I've done, I've gone off builds for, just because I don't want to mess with the... I just wanted to see a little of the archetype. I didn't want to mess around with it directly once I realized I can't mix it with my Dolce and make the cutest deck ever. Well, I could, but it's just not going to work ever.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Dolce like being face up and in the spotlight. Ghost Tricks are very shy about their cuteness.
So Forrest is just going to run them both. Why the hell are you running this? Because I have the most tutorial. I'll kill you with cuteness.
That was my basic idea. Then I realized, no.
It just doesn't work. It's sad because it should work, but it doesn't.
It doesn't. They compete too much for the spots.
Well, actually, no. Madolce compete incredibly hard for the spots. Then the Ghost Tricks just, sit back and like, yeah, that's cool.
I mean, okay, I guess. Okay,
but yes, Doll. Getting back on topic, Doll is actually really awesome because of the SS that he can do. My personal favorite play to do with Doll, even though I haven't actually tested these out yet, would be to go into Skeleton and just watch as my opponent starts rage quitting at me.
It's also not bad for setting up for your turn, getting all your opponent to face down.
Right.
Yeah.
By just go rounding at the end or something. So, Doll's up. Ready to flip back down? No? Yes, you are. Peekaboo! But I can't see you. That's the idea.
So ironically, my biggest issue with Ghost Tricks isn't go around or anything that itself, is all the damn ham traps.
Oh, come on. Mary and Frost are not all that hard to get around, he says, lying through his teeth.
Have you tried to bunk?
Yeah, but you only have 3 debunks and they have like 50. It's like Light Rays, only instead of boss monsters, it's fucking hand traps. You don't
have you tried Mind Drain?
You do not have enough. Yeah, that would actually be a good play. I might grab that as a side deck card now. I didn't even think about that.
I'm really concerned it wouldn't even hurt your deck.
Because the stupid thing, I didn't think about it because it just got dumped into the back of my head. Oh, Dragon Rulers are a dead thing. Why the hell do I need this? Now I might pick up...
Because it's a drain.
Side decks. Yeah.
Drains are always good in the side.
On another note, I have no idea, or I don't know how useful this next Boojin guy is going to be.
Yeah, we already said that we don't like Werewolf. Damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
Now we get into what this pack is famous for, the one-offs. Dear God, the one-offs. Alright, Boojin Hirame. Now, I have to admit that I have to actually go through and read through most of these again, because it's been like a month or 2 since I actually looked at these.
Well, Hirume's not bad, because if anything, it gets rid of you get rid of something useless out of your graveyard, get a free special summon. It's not too bad. And
yeah,
then
but nothing in your graveyard should be useless other than what is it, Swallow? I think it's Swallow.
Nah, you can just like...
Crane.
Crane, sorry.
Just banish Crane after you're done using it. And then on top
or
of
another
that...
Hirame.
And then on top... Actually, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, just as one Boojin monster.
Except himself. Except himself.
Oh.
Okay. Almost good.
Then on top of that, you can just pop off. And then when he's destroyed, you get a free discard, too.
No, it's not free, because both you and your opponent discard. And unless you're going to be discarding that spare turtle that you're holding on to, it's most certainly not free.
just drop a turtle or a hare or something. Just laugh at them.
It was funny. I may have debunked that too. I can't remember.
So, our Trap Tricks one-off is really damn good.
Our Trap Tricks one-off is fucking adorable.
It's fucking amazing, too. This card is really, really nice.
It's unaffected by normal trap cards? Damn.
Uh-huh.
Of course not. None of the Trap Tricks are.
Now it gets a free special summon, and then on top of that, you get to recycle your bottomless until your next end phase. That's really nice. It's got a decent amount of attack points, a free special summon, and a free bottomless back to use on your opponent on your next turn.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's only going to hit bottomless competitively. Whereas Trap Tricks have a whole line of traps that they're supposed to be using. Bottomless is the only one that ever gets any attention.
Well,
Don't they have, like...
Yeah, they have their
Trap
own
Tricks
trap
something
hole.
Yeah, Trap
Trap Tricks
Trap Hole
awesome.
Nightmare.
That's what it was. I bribed that.
I bribed that. I have one.
That's why I don't remember it.
So I have,
What's that do? No.
I have one in my book, and I have no idea why it's in my book.
Because it is awesome. Anyway, we're going on to Mechaphantom Beast Olean.
Olean actually seems pretty okay, too. An additional normal summon's never bad.
True,
It's
but
Mechaphantom-
in Mechaphantom Beast, you don't really normal summon all that often.
Well, and then on top of that, when it's destroyed, you get a free token.
Yeah, but
It's
a lot
also
of the
true.
Phantom Beasts already do that. I don't see Oilon actually being that useful.
Well, he's not. He's just kind of cool.
He's cool,
He's
sure,
a
but I
tool,
don't see him being useful.
I'm gonna hate this next one off when it comes out. This is gonna make Jonah's fucking hazy flames irritating.
What, Hydra?
Yeah,
He already lost Rekindling to 1.
I know, but Hydra's actually really nice.
So what you're telling me his Hectotris, no, his Basilatris is always going to have at least 3 materials. Well, that was
Yes,
the
which
plan to
makes it-
begin with.
Yeah, but Jonah never plays by this plan, and this might help him actually keep it consistent. Because I have such an issue with that stupid-ass bird.
Hey, Basilatris is awesome, and you'll respect it.
Like I said, if Jonah doesn't run this card, I'm going to be really sad at him.
I don't debunk that.
This is this is probably one of the better of the Hazy Flames I've
You
seen.
can't debunk everything, Forrest.
He can debunk almost everything.
I can in this meta, I can debunk most things.
True, but you cannot debunk Hydra.
Bottomless.
Alright, moving on to the next one off. Yes, we like Hydra, but I don't actually see it, being all that used.
This is a you and Forrest thing.
Yes, Madolce Angeli, the card that Forrest has been waiting on since he ever heard of it.
Not since I ever heard of it. When I first heard of it, I was like, okay, that's fine. My Dolces are fast enough. Then I realized that stupid judge ruling was apparently true, even though they can't read their own damn cards. So, Tiramisu, detach, then target. You have to have targets. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, fine. Bring out Angeli so I can fix your stupid ability to word cards. Anyways, Angeli's really nice. If you don't have her, she's really good with Mew, because what she does, she's basically your lone fire in a way.
Not only
So
is it
you
lone
basically-
fire, but she's a lone fire with an added mist body.
hmm She's also a fairy, which is already weird because most of them have been royalty up to this point, so I'm a little upset she's not like a duchess or any member of nobility. She's just an angel.
Mhm.
But that's getting into the naming scheme. Really fun play. Mew her. Tribute her. Hoot Cake. Do your play. Basically combo wombo into TR. If you don't know how it works, you're not playing Madolce. And just wipe the field. Or if you really need to stall, all for whatever reason, you tribute her, put Princess in defense, and watch your opponent's stupid self crash into it with 3 monsters.
Yes, because
Yeah.
as we all know, at least for virtual dueling, nobody reads any of the damn cards.
No, it's just like, attack it! Why did it destroy Princess? Oh, attack it! Why isn't it dead? Really?
Because Angeli makes it immune to battle destruction.
So I had a funny, this is completely off topic, but I had a funny, stupid match. I had some kid playing Light Sworns quit on me because he attacked into my Raikou with Aaron and wouldn't read the ruling that Raikou's effect actually goes off before Aaron jumps it back to the deck.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Raikou effect goes off from within the deck, I actually think so.
For some reason, nobody seems to understand that Aaron does flip the card before it bounces to deck.
Yes.
Well, it flips, puts it in the deck, and then I think the effect goes off from within the deck.
Well, I figure it flips Raikou's effect triggers, and then it gets bounced back.
Yeah.
Because it's not till damage calculation that Aaron's effect...
I just remember at one point that we made a joke about how Raikou basically can mill himself with his own effect from Aaron.
Yeah.
That's why I caught up on that part.
So yeah, the lesson of that random tangent, read the cards and know your rulings. Oh, and learn how the hell the battle phase works, because it's the most complicated part of the game.
It's only getting worse.
Yes, it's only getting worse. Alright, next up we have yet another absolutely adorable little girl, Pirika, Lineage of Gusto. You know, this pack seems to have a lot of little girls in it.
I was going to say the only comment... I was going to say my only comment is she has an okay effect, and she's adorable. That is all.
Wind Tuners. Honestly, I like that better than I should, because that means that if you bring her out, she's an instant Apex Avian. Or is it Thunderlord?
Go!
Daryl, when we get to this new Dark World card confuses me as to why would you... I don't know.
It's okay. We'll get to it. All right.
Oh! You can grab Cock-a-Doodle-Doo!
Yes, you can. And then from Cock-a-Doodle-Doo, you can go into Stardust Dragon. There you go.
No, I need a funnier card.
8. Let me think. Thunderlord, maybe? I don't remember what Thunderlord's level is.
If someone had if I could go into...
You could go into Scrap Dragon or DA.
I'm trying to think funny because of the name, but I got nothing. I'll come back to it.
Okay. If you grabbed a dragon, then you could actually probably go into Barca.
Isn't that a new dragon that everybody's afraid of?
No. Alright, Next up is Gladiator Beast Augustal. Oh god, this thing terrifies me.
Well,
Look at the picture, it has 4 arms!
That's not what terrifies me. Goro Gladiator Beast, makes total sense to me. What terrifies me is that according to how I understand this card works, it's not only is it a free bestiary, but it's a free bestiary that turns into a 3-pop.
On top of that, it's a fucking free accessible fucking 2600 beater.
I'm not worried about the beater part because I don't think it's going to be on the field long enough to attack me. Because most people just, go into their bestiary and then go into, their Geyserus. Speaking of, that's a thing that I should have amended with Augustal coming out. I wanted Geyserus either gone or hit pretty bad. Not that you need more than one.
I really hope this isn't enough to bring Glad Beast back because I hate.
I don't think it is, honestly, because Augustal is not, in fact, the most terrible thing that Glad Beasts have access to. It's pretty high up there, but it's not. And remember, nobody runs Octavius. So, just remember that. There are Gladiator Beasts that don't see play. I mean, I like running Octavius, but nobody else does. Nobody.
I was going to say, I never really liked the Gladiator Beast archetype. It was always kind of blah to me.
Seemed cool, but I wasn't around when they were being run, unfortunately.
Okay. So yeah, we're collectively confused about Augustal, whether to be terrified or enjoy it. All right.
I want to take Gladiator Beast.
Up next is Kelt, Ogre Lord of Dark World. Why is he not named after a color? Is it supposed to be felt?
So
let me read the trivia.
I have one quick question about this card.
Okay.
When would you ever want to SS a fiend your opponent's side of the field?
Depends. Are you going for distance?
I think it's like the Japanese way of saying see-through or transparent.
Oh. So it would actually be clear once translated.
Yeah.
I'm seriously confused.
What's your issue?
Why would you ever want to SS a fiend type much from your deck to your opponent's side of the field?
There are plenty of fiends that have negative effects, dude, like any of the Dustons.
But you're not going to see... In Dark World, what would you want to SS to your opponent's side of the field?
Well, to start with, your opponent has to discard it to even get that effect. So
Yeah.
you're not going to see that part of it played, if ever.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's Ceruli. And if you manage to use
Well, I don't know.
Ceruli...
Especially with Morphing Jar hit, it's going to be a lot less common to see.
I don't know if you're fighting X-Sabers. Well, if you're fighting X-Sabers, they might as well just quit right now. Because that's not going to bode well for them.
I don't know.
Just have to
V6
special
Sabers
summon. It's like, is there like a fiend that's like only he can attack? It's like, here, have this. I wanted to attack you.
I mean, I guess I could see you special summoning a super low attack point monster just to get some damage in, but other than that, I don't see any point in time where you'd ever want to SS something to your opponent's side of the field.
Then you clearly don't remember Lava Golem.
Cloudians. I'll give them my fog. I think fog's a fiend.
Yes,
Ah,
Fog is a fiend.
Yeah, that sounds fiendish.
I'm still...
I could see him maybe being run, but I don't know.
Not in the way that that Dark World currently is. They don't really need Kelt's effect.
This card is added to your deck graveyard. To your hand.
Maybe swap them out with the other one there? I don't know. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, he brings himself out, but they've already got one for that.
Up next we have Ancient Gear Box.
This card seems pointless to me.
It is pointless, and it's sad because it's an Ancient Gear monster, but it's pointless.
Can add one. Except... Ah! I've been waiting for this forever.
Yes,
Why?
the ability to add Ancient Gear directly to your hand. Then what?
Finally! Just what I've always wanted! Now I have to dust off my ancient gears. Oh, that's right. Cybers are out. Why would I run them? Okay.
So sent to the...
This was a long, drawn-out joke about
This
just
card
not
is-
repeating the same thing.
field to the graveyard. You can send one light monster.
Oh, that card. Dawn Knight. Okay.
Yeah, Dawn
He's
Knight
not
is
bad
the
in
last.
life ones.
Well, is it going to be the last? I don't know if it's going to be the last, but I think it's the last of the... I'm pretty sure it is the last, because Armageddon Knight is the one for Dark. But yeah, Dawn Knight is the last of the Attribute Knights. And, to be honest, he's not bad.
I might consider running this card in my Light Sworns.
It's actually not bad in Light Sworns, because if he leaves the field to the grave, you can have like a quick wolf or something. Or if you want to drop something because you have Beckoning ready.
Or
Yeah.
if you're hoping to top
Or
deck
if-
into that JD.
And then I could just mill this, if I mill this off, top deck my JD and draw into it next turn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Plenty of plays with him.
I'm considering running that in Light Sworns now. That's
I'd throw at
actually
least
nice.
one.
I might do it.
I
And
don't
if
know
you're
if
going to
I'd
throw
run
it
it
at
more than one.
then you most certainly have enough space for Light Rays.
I already have Light Rays in there.
See?
Majesty's Fiend.
Honestly, I am not...
That's kind of an ass move.
Here's the thing. Majesty's Fiend is an awesome card in concept, but it's
Hello,
pretty much a
Lockdown.
skill drain with feet, and I honestly prefer the vanity stuff much better. I know
It
that,
stops it from being activated, though.
yeah,
Your skill drain negates it.
yeah, skill drain negates
And that doesn't
activations.
restrict it to the field. That's one
But here's the
thing for me.
thing: if monster effects can no longer be activated, well, that means they can't pay for their costs either. But that was really the only thing that skill drain prevented.
Well, that just means that they can't drop Battle Faders or anything on you while that's out.
True, because it's all monster effects.
So I could just drop that, drop some big-ass beater monsters, and wreck your face with them.
Your beater monsters no longer have any of their effects, though.
That doesn't matter. Beater monsters don't need effects. Silly Daryl.
Oh, really? So what happens when you get mirror forced by your own Judgment Dragon?
If they have spell and trap cards still, I'm doing something wrong.
You have Majesty's Fiend. You can't use Judgment Dragon's effect.
Again, if they have spell and trap cards at all, I'm doing something wrong.
How are you going to
Listen,
play
I'm
them
using
both?
Royal Decree and Horus here, okay? Well, not Horus, sorry. Secret
So-
Village. Wait, yeah.
This next card, I'm never going to run in my deck, but the artwork is terrifying.
Mephistolos?
Yeah. That was
I don't actually
terrifying.
think it's terrifying. I kind of think that he's just out for a nice stroll.
Kind of looks like the God of War Ares.
Well, I mean, I really liked his effect just because I can just instinctively discard anything from your hand I want, plus you're taking damage for it. I just wish its additional effect was better. Like, I could discard 2 cards, another card from his hand instead of 1,000 damage.
Right.
The thing is, 1,000 damage is nothing to scoff at, in my opinion. That's still an eighth of your life.
True.
You do get to look at your opponent's hand. You don't just
Yeah.
discard.
Right.
You
That's...
get to pick, which is huge because you get to see what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I might run it at 1 maybe, just for another big beater, but I don't know.
All right. So all in all, we think the Stalos is cool, but we're probably not gonna run it. Damn it.
I might run it at 1 maybe. I'll play test it at 1 and see what I think of it. I'm really looking forward to Ryza come the pack after this, though.
What is with all these cards being so damned cute? Up next, we have Fincess.
Stupid name.
Yes. Now, Fincess
that's
is
actually
actually
not
pretty
terrible.
awesome. She is. She's way too low of a level, however, to actually really work. But she is still awesome.
Why does it matter?
Below the level.
Why does it matter her level? She's just gonna banish herself for something else.
That is a point. Oh well.
She's basically a free fish search, which isn't bad.
True.
I mean, I guess if you're losing your normal summon, that's kind of suckish, but...
But you're getting a normal summon from your deck instead.
Well, actually, yeah. No penguin?
Hey, no penguin
yeah,
is a
that's why I was
kick-ass
laughing.
name.
Oh.
And it's no penguin.
penguin. No penguin.
It's no penguin. Damn it.
No penguin. No penguin.
No penguin.
No penguin. That's my pot pie.
No penguin, I think, is an amazing card in concept. Mainly because he's a degenerate circuit with feet. Okay. The problem is the only card that he combos with is Penguin Soldier. None of the other penguins bounce back to the hand.
You wanna know what? I'm going to run this card at 1 in some deck, just so Daniel, when he goes Penguin Soldier, he's like, ha, fuck you, no.
And then you banish your own cards.
Yeah.
I'm making a penguin deck.
Yeah, dude. The penguin deck is actually a thing. It doesn't work at all, ever,
Listen,
but it's a thing.
I'm the guy who ran chess against Noble Knights.
It's true.
I actually won because of really good hand.
This next card is actually really good.
I like the concept of it a lot.
This card
Forsaken
is-
Maiden.
The fact, not that Sam will ever run this, but the idea that Sam could quick play, activate frickin'
Any of the forbidden cards.
Forbidden Lance from his hand on my turn is just terrifying.
He could he couldn't do that quite. He'd still have to set it first, but
No, he
but
can-
again, you only get the effect once per duel, and that's not all that powerful.
You know what's really fun, Mark? I could do that with Super Poly.
Yes.
No.
Or limited removal.
Or
Stop
Scapegoat.
that. Naughty.
Oh, Scapegoats. I'm doing it with Scapegoat. I don't care. It's even more fun. Just as Scapegoat, you had better options.
From your hand by sending any number of Dustins you control to the graveyard, minimum 1, and you
For
can't
the record, he has
summon-
moved on to Stardusted.
Dustin's in space.
This card's attack and defense are equal to the number of Dustins sent to the graveyard for its special summon times 1,000. Opponent cannot activate set spell or trap cards. Also, they can't flip or special summon monsters if you control more monsters. Opponent does destroy his card.
Here's the thing about Stardust on. There's a way to make him OTK. There is. It involves using House Dust on, as does the entire deck actually. And if you manage to successfully do it, I congratulate you.
So they're not just relying on Goblin King anymore? They
Yeah,
finally have
this
other alternative for
replaces
another
Goblin
king?
King for them.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
Fuck, you could
So,
combo the two if you really want.
yeah, I got nothing else to say about that card, really.
It is a very powerful boss monster, but that's all it really is. It's a boss for Dustins when they already had one in Goblin King.
So, if Sam runs this next card as Chaos Dragons, I'm gonna cry.
Yes, number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, random Japanese characters, extended the text.
The Electric Boogaloo.
The fourth.
Like,
It's
this
number
card,
62.
this card is terrifying. Because if Sam XYZ is with Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, this card is terrifying.
Yes, he's terrifying, but he's still very easy to counter, because, Penguin Soldier.
Yep. No, Penguin, you're doing work. He banishes him instead. No more for that. But I want him back. Nope. Penguin.
Still, the fact that Sam could drop an 8,000 beater, not that I might be alive for this card to come back to, the off chance that he could drop this at 8,000 attack points.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
can't do 8,000 damage with it.
Both his Galaxy Eyes to do this.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think his only 8s are Galaxy Eyes, right?
yeah, I
It
think
is
so.
a scary carding concept, especially with that 8,000 attack. But believe it or not, that's not the scarier part of him. When he comes out normally is when he's really scary. He comes out at a 5,600 attack point monster,
Assuming you don't have XYZs.
assuming he's alone. And if you're playing the Galaxy deck correctly, not only is he not alone, he's got plenty of friends with him. If you're
Because
worried about
what's it-
8,000 attack points, he'll have that when he shows up, Mark.
Hey, guys. Please go away.
What you doing? Being afraid of you. Can I
No,
come?
because it's stupid. Because it's called Primal. Ah,
Prime.
got that shit stuck in my head.
Anyway, yes, he's scary, but he's more scary when he first comes out than afterwards. And I don't think I'm ever going to run him. I'd rather run Heliosphere.
So this next card terrifies me even more.
Of course you do,
I'd run a
because it's
copy
Blue
of
Eyes
it.
Ultimate Dragon. I mean, Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon.
This is a triple attacking Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Of course it is. I mean, Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon.
Galaxy Eyes was always Blue Eyes.
This is
Okay.
In space.
You see, what
do this
Xander keeps forgetting is that the original Bandai print for Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon could attack 9 times.
I don't care. No. No.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Do you still have monsters? Yes. Fixing it. Fixing it. Fixing it. Fixing it. Okay. The negation is also really fun with that.
Yes.
And it's also a Galaxy Eyes and a Tachyon.
Yes.
So then your counter trap card can be activated from the hand now.
Right.
It's Tachyon.
So yes, Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon is very fucking scary. Now, unfortunately, I'm not actually all that scared of it because, well, it's not immune to Magic Cylinder, nor is it, and it becomes immune after a point, but then if you've reached that point in the game, they're showboating and trying to win with that instead of, just going for the kill. So,
But you can stop Cylinder with it.
yes, you can, but if they're going to stop Cylinder with it, they won a couple turns ago. They're showboating at this point.
Wait, what do you mean? Once per turn when he comes out, he can just detach to negate the effects of all the
Yes,
face-up cards, and
but
you
how?
can't
But
activate it.
when? But what is it usually going to take to bring out Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon?
The rank 101 to 107, I think. I forget the exact name, but it's the one when you draw it, you basically reveal it and summon one during your turn.
So that's the 7th one, right?
I want to say so. I forget which rank up.
Up Magic, the 7th one. Yeah.
Yeah, you bring out that, you use that to bring out Tachyon Dragon with it, and then put that on top of Tachyon Dragon so you get the effect.
Yeah, but you've already won by then. Your Neo Galaxy Eyes Primal Dragon has got enough attack points on its own to guarantee you game. This is just showboating at that point.
So the next
Unless
card I find
this is your first turn.
so this
Yeah.
next card I find really amusing.
Yes,
Number
Ragnar
103,
Zero.
Ragnar Zero. It gets to destroy a card that whose attack is different than its original attack, plus a draw.
Okay,
That's
Mark,
that's
what are you
that's
going to hit
precious.
with it?
Sam
All
uses
fire fists.
Sure. Well, yeah, that works. No, what I could like always just smack something Sam lances.
Wait, does Lance get it just protection from spell and trap?
Yep, it's
Yep.
just
Okay.
spell and traps.
Alright
So
then.
I blow up a monster, get a free draw. Sounds like a deal to me.
Or you could
It's
have
honestly not
just,
bad.
or you could have just killed the monster with something else that you were going to attack with.
Well, if it's a big attack monster and I can't get over it,
Galaxy Eyes if he buffed himself. I'm at 5,000 because you had 8 material on you, idiot. Pop it.
Wait, doesn't he get 5 for each level? Yeah.
My math may have been off.
oh, and then
No.
it's got a
No,
chaos
your math
form.
was right.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. It's got a chaos form.
That stupid hazy flame kid.
Per turn during other player's turn, you can detach.
Because he brought out the stupid evil star thing, which I stopped. Then he attacked into Galaxy Eyes because it was lower attack than it's like you
I'm
idiot.
aware.
All right, we were attempting to discuss Ragna Infinity. I actually took a moment to look and read this one, and I see it being used against Fire Fist. If you're going to go for the rank up stuff, don't go for the rank up stuff. Way too inconsistent. But otherwise, I don't see it being used at all.
This card can destroy.
No, don't play another game.
Ah.
Trying to quit out of my thing. Sorry.
Well, I guess I could see it being cool.
Yes, it's cool. It's very cool, in fact. But I don't see it being used unless you're going to be up against either Fire Fists or Tribals, and nobody's running Tribals.
Yeah.
I mean, I still run Tribals, but I don't run Tribals competitively. I run Tribals because they're fucking
Number
fun.
C102 star.
Yeah, Ragnar Infinity. I could run it in my wind-up deck, but it's just no point.
Why the hell did the Star Seraphs get a Chaos mode? They don't need one. They were barely run to begin with. Why are they getting a Chaos one?
Be destroyed. You can detach 2 extra material from this card instead. All the extras detached from this card inflict 1,500 points of damage to opponent.
Okay, Star Seraph Century is what, 4? Is that what I guess? Like most of this chaos stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Century is 4, but it's a 3/4. You know, so it has problems.
Yeah, I mean, you could run it in artifacts, but there's really
There's
no
point in running it in artifacts because it's 4 5s.
You might as well bring out 2 of Durandal.
No, I wouldn't. I don't like Durandal
not Durandal
at all, but
You don't?
I would go into double Volcasaurus over that.
Oh, that'd be fun too. I'd go probably Zenmao and Volk, depending on the field.
I'd go into Volcasaurus and Pallades. Notice how this entire time we're not actually talking about Archfiend because none of us like it.
I just
Pro tip: if we're not talking about your card, when your card is up, get off the stage.
Yeah.
number 80. Rhapsody.
And Berserk. These two cards are actually really cool. They're pretty much armory arms. But that being said, they're not supposed to be armory arms. They're clearly built to do something else, and
Can it do its effect while it's armory arm?
no, you can't do its effect while it's armory arm, and that's the problem.
Oh.
If you do its effect, it loses all of its material, so there's no point, and then you can't rank it up either. What you're supposed to do is go into him, use his effect, rank him up, use that one's effect, and then do it, and then equip it as armory arm. And it's like, that's really cool and all. It's very innovative. It don't work. You're requiring me to
I'm gonna make it work.
not only requiring me to go into this guy who's not nearly as powerful even as Utopia, then have a rank up spell that I can use to go into his upper form, then have enough targets on the field or in the graveyard to use both of their effects, and still have a monster on the field in order to armory arm. It's like, yeah, it's really cool, but I'm never gonna have all those resources.
I'm gonna make it work.
Their effects are nice, though. Rhapsody allows you to banish a card in the graveyard, whereas Requiem,
Banishes one from the field.
yeah, banishes one from the field. So the double banish in the 2,000 additional attack is worth the resources. It is. It's just wouldn't use it. There's just way too much resource investment in that.
What?
Yeah. As a set, they're very cool. They are, and I even like the artwork on Requiem, but I wouldn't use them. However, the next set that we got, Soul Marionnetter and what's the other one called again? Yeah, Chaos Marionnetter.
So I'm really, ironically, there's a card I kind of want to use. This is a stupid little combo, but they'll remind me of it with the whole army arm thing. I want to summon a mighty, Might Warrior, something like that.
Mighty Warrior.
Equipped it with army arm.
Yep. That way you're dealing 1.5 times their attack instead of just 1 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or 1/2 times, rather. Yeah. But anyway, Soul Marionnetter and Chaos Marionnetter. I love these guys. These are what we got the Maleseverus stuff for, technically. I mean, sure, you can argue it was for Darkstorm, but no one's gonna fucking bring out Darkstorm using the Maleseverus stuff. These guys, though, I could see myself definitely using them.
That target to this card. Whoa.
Sir, you don't have a head.
He doesn't need a head, though. He's that awesome. 4 arms and infinite puppet strings.
My God, I really should not have liked Marathon Kill la Kill before looking at this picture. I'm a little disturbed. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Okay.
That's... Marionnetter is kind of mean.
Yes,
That's a fun one, though.
Yes,
Chat, I just thought of a funny OTK.
Alright, shoot.
Combo, Marionnetter with, gift cards.
Gift card brings up your opponent's life.
Yeah, they go into the gift card for a bad reaction combo and get smacked and killed too. Because Marionnetter deals the damage as well as you gain life points as well as dealing it.
When you gain life points, you can have this card gain attack equal to the amount of life points you gained, also inflict that much to your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a counter. But even then, a gift card back reaction doesn't actually work then, because bad reaction transfers the damage that you would gain, transfers the LP that you would gain into damage instead of taking damage, instead of gaining life points.
I just MST the bad reaction, so I gain the...
If you MST the bad reaction, they leave. You win at that point, dude.
I win either way, so... Because the Marionnetter would kill him.
It doesn't matter if you got Marionnetter on the field. If you bad reaction their Samachi while they're trying to do the combo, they leave. It doesn't matter that they gave you 9,000 life points, knocking you up to 17k. They're gone.
Indeed.
You Draining Shield, if anything.
Draining Shield, well, their Draining Shield. It would be a good counter to their Draining Shield. Or was it yours?
Why their Draining Shield?
I can't remember its effect, okay?
When yes, it's like when an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, gain life points equal to that target's attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you now have a Draining Shield with a cylinder effect and a buff on your monster.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit weird.
What?
Token you control can attack twice during each battle phase.
Yes, Chaos Marionnetter is awesome.
Per turn, you can detach one exercising materials, push summon one soul puppet token. When it summons attacks equal to half your opponent's current life points. That's not bad.
It's not, especially when you consider the fact that it can attack twice.
You could probably set up an OTK with that, maybe.
It's designed to set up an OTK, Mark. That's the entire point.
Oh god, Token Stampede with double
you don't
attack.
even need Token Stampede at that point. You clearly didn't understand the combo here.
Oh, I understand the combo. Still.
Okay, so why do you need to buff up your token?
Well, that's true. If they're sitting at max life points, you can kill them. Yeah, that's an OTK regardless.
Doesn't matter what their life points are at. Your token is guaranteed to be able to kill them.
What? This is true.
Heck. Yes, I actually really like Chaos Marinateer and Soul Marinateer. I really want to build a deck around them, but I don't know how the hell
Honestly,
to run Malice Severus to do it.
I like Soul, but I do like Chaos, although Chaos is kind of mean too.
Yes, it's fine.
All right,
This next card looks like kind of reminds me of Gotham's sword.
this is because it's a giant sword.
Reminds
Like
me.
most artifacts.
Yes, Durandal. I don't like Durandal. I don't. I admit it's
Why not?
very, very cool,
Monster effect is activated on.
but it's not something that I would actually run.
Really?
Even in the artifact deck, I don't see myself running Durandal. I'd
Why
much
not?
rather go into Volcasaurus or Pallades.
There are other plays, but I don't think it's anything to scoff over. It's still a good 5 to go into.
Well, I'd go into this. This is one of those things I'd go into if I had a really bad hand. Just
But it's
because
not even that.
that shuffle a hand into the deck and draw the same number of cards is pretty nice.
Yes,
a nice combo with
but
that.
if I want that, why don't I just run the Psy Impulse into a Mazir DeVille combo?
It's not
If
mine
anything,
either.
you wait till their turn, you do the shuffle, you draw and lock. They don't got a hand anymore. Especially if you already have the field control.
Gerdat14.
Then you knock out their hand.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
I don't
that.
think you can use Draw and Lock and Chain with him.
Someone did it against me.
Did you let it go without looking it up?
It's on Dev Pro, so it works.
Really? That doesn't make much sense, because I don't think that you could chain Dull and Lock to the activation of Durandal, and you'd have to do that.
This is another one of those. I'm leaving it to Daryl. The XYZ for Sylvans.
It's-
High Arbiter. To be perfectly
exactly
honest,
how-
I have not actually read High Arbiter in some time. I just know that when I first read it, I was like, oh yeah, this is why everyone's excited for Sylvans.
It's definitely a good card. Because it lets you basically look at and mess around with the top of your deck. Which, if you've got a Sage Choir or the 8 in your hand that's stuck there or something, oh, I just get to pick the top 8 cards of my deck.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
And then
Especially
you use
right
his
at the start
effect
of
in
your
order to
turn.
bounce everything.
Like, say you use the Archfiend Oath combo, you can just bounce all your Archfiend Oaths back to your hand and do it over again. As well as other players. Or bounce your opponent either way, depending on where the field lies.
Looks like a proof.
So yeah,
As well as
High
getting
Arbiter
a bunch
actually is very, very powerful. It's just... I don't think... I think it's powerful enough to really consider running the entire deck. I do. I still don't know how to run the deck, though, so it's not a card that I'm going to be, going into.
So
Why?
I'm happy because it's an actual boss for them.
Yes, and they desperately needed one. And don't give me the fact that they actually had that level 8 thing. No.
That's not boss.
That is a
That's
tank.
not a boss. That's why I hated the Sylvans at first. It's like, okay, it activates and great, but there's no point. But you blow up in the field. It's like, to what end? The field's gone. Where's your boss?
He went with it.
It's like, oops. It's like, we need a boss. Lone Fire.
Lone Fire
Dandy.
doesn't count, because Lone Fire just goes into Titanium.
So this next card, 1, it's adorable, like everything Ghost Trick. 2, I kind of find its effect a little bit mean.
Yes, Succubus. Ghost Trick Succubus, to be sure. And I love Succubus. I do.
I think the lockdown, the monster card zone is always nice, and it's not it's as long as
Yeah, you have to have a Ghost Trick up for it, though. That's the thing.
And
Yeah, the
honestly,
lockdown's
that's
nice,
not
but it
that
goes
hard.
against the archetype.
Remember, this Succubus is what makes Cat Girl worth running.
It's just weird because that's not how Ghost Tricks play
Yeah,
traditionally.
it's not their playstyle. They put in Succubus and Cat. Well, they put in Cat Girl so that Ghost Tricks could actually have face-up monsters and gain benefits off of it. And then they realized, wait, none of the other Ghost Tricks actually do this. We need something that actually encourages the use of these. So they made Succubus, and Succubus with Cat Girl is amazing.
I can see the potential, definitely. But it just feels like it's good, But you're basically going to see it in a spin-off of Ghost Trick then.
Yeah,
than
you're
Ghost
gonna
Trick
see
as
it. You're gonna see it in the Ghost Tricks that aren't really following what everyone else is already doing, which is a good thing. I like archetypes that have the ability to stretch out and expand. Mind you, I think Ghost Tricks are better with more focus. It's not that they need to really expand. It's just that they kind of need more removal. They kind of don't have any.
They don't. That's why you almost have to make lockdown variants. Which is where Kaiser Coliseum and Shinshan will come in.
So this next one, again, god damn the name, keeps reminding me of Naruto.
Oh yeah, Bujinki Amaterasu, even though it should remind you of Okami, because Okami is better.
Yeah, I know of Okami as well, but I don't know much about it.
Oh, you poor soul, not knowing about Okami.
I don't understand the point to this card, really.
Beat stick.
Honestly, Amaterasu, it's not one of the ones that I would run, especially because it's a 3/4.
Well, I mean, the opponents of the whole banishing thing, I just don't see the point to it, because I don't know Bujins to banish all that often.
Yeah, they do. Almost all their protection and destruction effects are banish.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it's banished. Oops. Yeah, my bad. That was a bad call on my part.
See, here's the deal. You combo this with the one thing that banishes something special itself. You banish your Crane. You use this to add Crane back to your hand.
This deck would make me cry. Or this card would make me want to cry. Just like, add turtle back land. Stop that. No.
But here's the thing, Forrest. That requires a lot of resources and for it to be between mid and late game. Bujins, despite being, very heavy, on the protection and removal aspects, don't really make it to late game. They thrive mid, they really do. But if you can get past their mid game, they just flat out run out of resources.
I just keep the...
I know. I'm just the guy who's pointing out combos, not necessarily that the card's good or bad.
As for combos, Amaterasu is very combo-oriented. She is. I don't run Bujins at all, mind you, but this would actually be one of the ones I would run the least in the deck.
I'd throw it in maybe for your late game. What are you doing? Fixing it. Don't do anything. I still have debunk. That's your answer to everything. Yes.
Alright. Moving on, next is Star Trek. Machine Fortress Enterprisener.
It's a giant aircraft carrier with like 3 rockets under. This is the dumbest looking thing ever now that I look at it. I love it. I want one.
This is actually an expansion of the Mecha Phantom Beast, and it has a bunch of really cool effects on it. I have no idea how one summons this.
Okay. Here's what you do. You click the tips section and read what it tells you. 2 Deep Space Cruiser...
Really? They want me to use Deep Space Cruiser 9 for it? It's just asking for more Star Trek references.
I got this.
This is beautiful. You can use Gaga Caesar and banish a level 9, such as Deep Space Cruiser.
Forrest, if you ever pack this card, I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it in my X-Sabers for one duel.
The Enterprise? Screw you, I'm using it.
Just so I can XYZ 3 Gotham's into it.
Here's what I'm doing.
3!
No. Shh. I got it.
See, I got
You bring out the Dragon Rulers. Oh, 7 play right? No. Dragonfly. Pop Ladybug. Make 1 a 9. Summon something else. Pop Ladybug. Make another a 9. Enterpriser. Why? I don't care. We're doing this.
Dragon Rulers to make Reg 9s. Only you, Forrest. Only you.
No.
Insectors are good.
Yes, Insectors are very good at manipulating levels, although I'm not sure if the Insectors can manipulate any level on the field.
Yeah.
Can Ladybug?
Yep, Ladybug can do anything on the field.
Okay.
I would bring
so long
that
as
card
it's as our detached thing.
Right.
I would bring that card out just to,
Okay, so that guy's arm is overcompensating for something, don't you think?
And Dark Flame and/or Kyle, whatever the hell his name decides to be for now, it is referring to Dark Line Warrior Kane Gorgorm. And yes, his arm is in fact overcompensating. He wanted to be a pillar, so he became an arm.
He even has that faraway look. Like
this card reminds me... God. This reminds me of one of the altars from Scryed, because I just got done with that show.
Aww. Except during the damage step? Aw.
Well, of
Oh,
course,
appropriate
except during the
target.
damage step.
Card effect is activated. The target.
Well, it also says appropriate target, or else I did. It's like, attack! Honest!
Cards I want.
E.
I vow I will get these.
Wow.
Exactly one card.
They beat
Uh,
I was
He's
just really.
cool, alright? I actually really do like his artwork. But, I
I
don't
would
see
be
him
really
being
sad if
used
you could do
for
that.
anything.
It's just like honest. Dark line. Oh.
Oh no, physics.
Except
no.
Honest doesn't target.
The hell?
Oh, that's true. Honest doesn't
This
target.
is a weird one. When this card is synchro summoned, you declare one level from 1 to 3. The level of this card becomes declared level. If
Yes.
you activate this effect, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except synchro summon, and only by using this as a synchro material can you can special summon one wave motion Phenon dragon per turn.
Phonon.
Phonon.
What's
This
weird
is,
about it?
I don't know.
One,
Yes.
it's a synchro, it's a tuner, and it's level 4.
Yeah,
Those are the things
That can
are-
become a 1 through 3.
Yes.
There's your easier super synchros, or whatever they were called.
Bring
XL
out-
synchro.
XL synchros.
Yes, Phonon Dragon is very interesting. He is. But to be honest, I don't think anyone is going to run him. As cool as he is, and his artwork is actually really nice. I like the rainbow effect and, the sound waves. But I don't see anyone trying to use him competitively. It's just, as cool as he is, Armory Arm does his job much better. And Armory Arm isn't even a tuner.
Armory Arm doesn't even do his job.
That's the
Different
point though.
jobs.
Phonon Dragon's job is to give you access to the higher level synchros, in particular like shooting Quasar Quasar Dragon and Hyper Blaster and the Super TG stuff. But Armor
Armor
Arm
Arm's
still
not a
does it
tuner.
better.
Armor Arm's not a tuner, though.
He doesn't need to be a tuner though, and that's the problem here. Phonon
I
didn't
know,
need
but this
Phonon being
this
a
is a
tuner
1
doesn't
through
really
4
help
tuner.
him.
Actually, it does. I'd say they're two entirely different purposes.
They are, honestly.
So
They're
let's
just two for different jobs.
It's like we got
And the fact that you can basically
only Utopia.
Sync a 4 and then sync that into a 5-3
Dick move, card. Dick move.
potential.
So this next card I don't see being played ever. As cool as it is, because
Reverse
once
Breaker.
as cool as it is, it's an equip spell for Utopia only. And let's face it, they're gonna be using their monster equips. I mean, the ability to target a spell and trap card, and the fact that your opponent cannot respond to the destruction of it's cool. But
And they don't have that yet. In any of their Zeal weapons, they don't have answers to back row. I think Tornado Bringer is supposed to be an answer, but it really isn't. And Lightning Blade, as much as protection as it grants, still really isn't an answer.
sadly, I don't see it run. I don't see them running the equip spell.
I really
It's
like
basically their
Reverse Buster,
Cyclone
actually.
Blade.
If, in the event that I do, try to do the Utopia archetype, I would definitely consider running it.
Why do I want to believe this is another Graceful Charity?
Because it is.
'Cause
We
it
are at
is?
Galactic Charity.
Oh, okay. I just seen Charity and I was like, really? Another
Yes,
one?
they're doing their best. They're doing their best to bring back Graceful Charity without knocking it off the list by giving every one of the newer archetypes a Graceful Charity.
The have damage is a little bit annoying, but the draw two is probably
not
worth
really. You use Galactic
For the rest of the
Charities-
turn.
it. Yeah, I know.
So you do it main phase 2.
Yeah. Not only do you do it
Wow.
in main phase 2, but you do it when you're not planning to do damage this turn anyway.
That's gonna
Like your
bust
first
it.
turn.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Exactly,
Wait,
it's Graceful Charity. What
Wake
is
up
so
Magic the
confusing about
seventh
this?
one. So in other words,
You
this is
finished talking about one card.
Sorry.
Just thinking, we're in the middle of a sentence and you're already on the next.
But yeah, I see Galactic Charity being used in the Galaxy decks. Outside, well, you can't use it outside, so there is no outside.
I wonder if they're gonna make a ruling that you can't use it on second main phase if you've Well, no.
No, they wouldn't make that
They
That's
have
rule.
to
kind of
word it like
busted.
that.
That's kind of. I didn't even think about using that second main phase. That's actually kind of mean.
And this is why all of your spell and trap cards always get blown up during your battle phase. Oh look, I have a main phase too, but I'm not gonna wait until I get there to set my spell and trap cards.
Oh, I don't do that anymore.
You don't, but
It's 'cause you
everyone
don't have
else
back-
does.
I don't do it anymore because Salmon Force corrected that issue. I set stuff in main phase 2 now.
So how many malevolent catastrophes did he eat before he got that, Forrest?
None, because Forrest didn't start running it until recently.
Oh,
I've never ran it.
Oh, you...
I don't need to.
Yeah, no. I hate you.
I'm the one that runs all the back row now.
It's like, Mark, what kind of crap is this? I
It's like,
switched...
measure line, 4 back row, go.
She's like, I switched to running no back row, now Forrest runs all the back row.
To be fair, that's really the only way Madolce can win.
Yeah, that's true. So
Alright.
next we have Rank Up Magic. I ran out of names to name it, so we'll name it the 7th one.
Okay.
Well, it's because it's 1 through 7.
yeah.
It's the theme.
Here's the thing, Mark. The seventh one is strictly an anime tie-in card. It's also one of the most derpy rank up magics out there.
What's derpy about it?
Now, one, if you top deck it, it allows you to pretty much win.
What are you chopping me
Was
about?
that all there is?
Oh.
I mean, like seriously, it's really really powerful.
Oh, it is. I just thought you had more to say. That's all. That's why I waited. Because there's your Tachyon. There's your Honor Dark if you want. There's pretty much all the 107 Chaos, 1 to 107 Chaos for pretty much free.
Yes, not pretty much free, actually free. Just top deck it, and you can set this as your top deck pretty easily right now.
Yeah. Oh, I could, if you really want to, run it in Sylvans with Charity.
Yes. Not only
It's
could
like,
you
I drew
you
this,
do it
but
with
not
that,
how.
but I was thinking more along the lines of Plague myself. Anyway, on to the next thing, because we are done with the seventh one apparently. Dawn Thousand's Throne. Oh look, more anime tie-ins.
My chair.
Gotta say, artwork looks really cool.
Art Vandalism.
Yes, Dawn Thousand's Throne looks really cool, but
Yeah. It's not bad.
it has
I
a
don't
shit
know
ton
if
of
it's-
effects.
I don't know if it's good though. Like, I guess it wouldn't be bad in a Utopia deck. Because they're numbers.
Number.
And you can go right into your C with them, and I guess the 500s for each time you took battle damage is nice. Comeback type team?
No,
What?
it's not a comeback, because you have to take less than 500 battle damage for it to matter.
I know. Not bad.
I don't know,
okay. I'm trying to think of a word to make... This is a good card. I just can't think of how.
I don't
It's-
like it. I don't think it's a good card, in fact. I mean, the negate attack thing is really cool, except then you no longer get your life point gain. Not that you were ever going to get enough life point gain to make it matter.
Well, I think it's cool because you, one, can special summon a number C monster, and then okay, so basically somebody brings out a 4,000 attack point monster to go in for a kill, right? Got this thing out, you negate the attack, SS your C number monster, and then on top of that, the monster that just attacked becomes material for the XYZ you just summoned.
So you're going to use it as a win more card.
So pretty much you just blocked an attack, kept yourself from game, got a monster, and cost them theirs. It's
So
not
you're
that
going
bad
to use
of
it
a
as a
card.
win more card.
Sure.
It's not even really a turnaround card, because in order to have all that set up, that's a lot of resources that you're going to have to use.
I don't know. I think it's really good. I think it's a pretty good card. I like it.
Alright, he could be the positive one for this card, because I got nothing.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I'm trying to be the positive guy for what I can.
which is kind of odd considering you're the only one in our group, I think, that runs a C monster. You run the C version of Honor Arc.
That's because I packed and I was like, I'm using this, I don't even care.
Let me guess, you have no rank up magic to support it.
Nope, I have sharks and soldiers. Windups. Just like bam, 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 bam. Burn out. I actually brought out Arc and him to right one turn after the other. It's like why? I don't even care.
This next
This is
pack-
their MST, by the way, Mark.
Yes.
Assuming we moved on.
Yes. Artifact movement. This is actually the main reason that I wanted to run the deck. This and Kadakis. The fact that they get a huge MST. This is
Not
An
even-
MST, a free set.
And then if it's wait,
and it's Battle Fader. It's like Jesus,
Serious
guys.
question.
What?
Somebody
Yes.
if they MST that, you chain it. Do you still get to negate the battle phase effect?
Yeah, because it's still destroyed
Yep.
by a card effect.
Oh, that's so.
And it's in possession. It doesn't have to be on the field. It could be in the hand. It could be in the deck. It doesn't
That's
matter where
nice.
it is, so
Wow.
long as it's destroyed.
Wow, that's pretty OP.
Yes. This is what I think most people are going to be running for MSTs for now, because this is just fucking amazing.
Oh, like in place of MST at all?
Yeah. I would
The
most
only
certainly run
the
this in
only
place
thing
of
with that
MST.
though is it says if you do set one, it's not an optional for that. So you'd have to show your opponent to your deck if you aren't running artifacts.
Yes. And I don't care if my opponent sees my deck because I get a free shuffle off of that.
It's just one of those if you're concerned about that fact.
Yeah, I could see that being the replacement for MST now. I'd run it 3 if someone packs enough of them, because
Well, isn't
I'ma
this
keep it.
actually just a base rare? Yeah, it's a base rare, so it shouldn't be all that... Well, it's a base rare in the OCG pack. We
Yeah,
can't
but
use the TCG rarities yet because, well, even though we have
They don't
almost the
exist.
entire set confirmed for us, we don't
Yeah,
have the
but you-
rarities confirmed yet.
gotta remember, Daryl, it could be one of those big Dragon Rollers things where it's a short print.
The short
This is
print
why it's-
commons are still easier to get than ultra rares.
Well, I mean, short print rares are still pretty.
Short print rares isn't the
unplayed.
thing.
Sorry.
Artifacts, Madolce, gonna be so fun. So fun.
On
Judgment,
another-
the field, artifact, movement.
This next spell card's interesting. Although I don't see the secondary effect being of any use to me ever.
Actually, Artifacts Unleashed is...
Well, I mean, if you run artifacts, I guess I
Well,
could
yeah,
see the-
Artifacts Unleashed allows you to go
Yeah,
into
this is kind of paying for
Pallades
artifacts.
on your opponent's turn.
It's like,
nice card.
oh, I'm gonna do. You have 2 artifacts. Well, before I do anything, I'm quick gonna MST that. Okay. XYZ, draw a card.
But I wanted to MST that.
It's like, MST the other 2. You really want to risk it again?
Yes, I do. Okay, and then you bring out Durandal.
It's like, yay, yay. Please stop. Over.
Oh, I know about this next card, and it scares me.
But yeah,
Already don't
Artifacts
stop.
Unleashed is very powerful with the artifact deck. Outside of it, meh.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be running non-archetype decks.
Right.
Cards in there, non-archetype.
Alright,
On
next
another
we
note,
have Sylvan Charity. The most broken Graceful Charity card ever.
a card that scares me. Very, very.
It's the card that actually makes them good.
Yes. But it makes them a bit too good, honestly. Because you draw, then reveal. If you had to reveal and then draw, it would be slightly more balanced.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, the draw, the reveal, and then worst case scenario, just top deck your whole hand.
Well, in that case, you're going to lose. Because if you have no Sylvan cards, you're kind of boned.
Yeah. If you didn't draw Sylvan cards in 3 cards in your 40-card deck,
You're
are
kinda
running
boned,
too
dude.
many
It's
non-Sylvans.
totally possible, but you're still kind of boned. So yeah, Sylvan Charity is the card that a lot of people are waiting on to actually make their explosive Sylvan deck. And honestly, Sylvans desperately need the explosions because they don't really do much else.
that's why I don't think they'll be as high as some people say. It's because
Without the
sure they
explosive-
can explode, but you can stop the explosion.
Yes, you can stop the explosion. It's just a lot more difficult than it's worth. Now we move on to Ghost Trick Parade. Why are you?
I don't
playing?
see any use in this card.
No one does, especially when you have to compare it to stuff like Mansion. Mansion
Well,
is
I mean-
so amazing.
I'd rather run house.
The search is cool, but the fact that you can't deal any damage to your opponent while it's out, I mean...
The way you'd basically use it is as a sort of terraforming for the deck.
Mm-hmm.
You'd basically add mansion. You'd use this to grab mansion.
Yeah. You use
That point
this
just
to
went
bait your
terrible.
opponent into attacking you because you're no longer taking half damage that you would normally, and then you grab mansion with it, and then you know like okay, now I'm going to win because now you can't hurt me enough to actually kill me.
You fool! You fell for my plan! What was it? Be annoying! Oh.
But yeah,
Well,
I will... Even in the Ghost Week decks that I've actually demoed out, because I haven't demoed it out that much, although when I was demoing them, I loved Marion Frost. I would not run Parade. I really wouldn't. If you're seriously considering running Parade, just run Terraforming. Matter of fact, just run more copies of either of Kianchi and what's the other one?
Stein?
Yeah, Stein, Kianchi and Stein. If you're having trouble fishing out your cards, run Stein and Kianchi. You really don't need Parade for anything.
So, this next card scares the shit out of me.
That is so much going on in that artwork.
Yes.
I think this card is scary. Especially in a deck like my Lightsworn, because they're pretty much all low attack point monsters, and the fact that you banish all monsters with the name in my hand, main deck, and graveyard with the same name.
So you're worried that they're going to banish all of your Rykos?
No, not worried about that. It's just the simple fact that if they swing into something really important,
Like your
after
Rykos.
activating intervention, like, for example, Treeborn Frog and my Monarchs, and banish all that stuff.
You can counter that with, some from either O-Snap or Fish and Swamps. Not that you're going to, but you can.
I'm just saying the fact that you could cripple a deck using this card.
Only if they
Have you
hit
tried
something
Dark
key,
Bribe?
and most of the key pieces in today's metagame are spells.
Have you tried Dark Bribe?
I don't have any.
That being said, if this was more along the lines of Karma Cut, because where it just banished in a specific area and it didn't require battle destruction, I would actually think that this would be really powerful. But honestly, Boojins don't have all that high attack, and they need Crane to go off in order to make this work in their favor. Mind you, that goes out the window when you start going into Susano, but
This was
Boojin's
a quick
Intervention is a
play.
very powerful card. I just don't see it being used because the deck right now is very tight as is.
If this was a quick play,
If it was a quick play, then maybe it too. But as a normal, no.
So
one at best.
I was seriously waiting for an add-on to Force's comment when I said that I don't have any. I was waiting for that would explain your problem.
No, I'm trying to be the nice guy.
Oh, okay.
Every time we pause, I apparently switch my personality, I think.
Yes.
I haven't paid attention.
Next time he will actually be Demonic Overlord Forest.
I will be angry or something.
Alright, next up we have Diamond Core of Kokemaru. I love that Kokemarus are getting more support. I just don't think that this was needed.
This is really nice. I think it is. It's free search, and then, worst case scenario, you can banish that card. And
it just says it can't be destroyed.
Yeah, for one turn. Huh. Wonder if there's any other cards in the game that allow me to do that. Oh yeah, my Iron Core. The card that I'm searching out.
Ah! It's like, could you please leave the field? Never.
Or
That's it,
better
that's
yet,
it.
grabbing...
Tiramisu, I don't even care. Go away, go away. Shoot. That's the only answer you got.
Wow, this Scrap's new field spell is actually kind of nice.
There is one other thing I would like to go over with Diamond Core. I would see Diamond Core working with Tribal Kokemaru. I really do. Outside of Tribal Kokemaru, I really don't think they'll work. I really don't think that Diamond Core is worth the deck space, because Tribal Meru makes it so that you beat down your opponent with Berserk so quickly that they don't have the time to react to it. But they have this problem where if their hand loses all of their warriors, they start to falter. So
Fucking Mario.
Diamond Core would help them with their search and consistency issues. But they really don't need the extra consistency. They're still a very powerful sweep deck.
So I really can't remember the last... Okay, I remember the last time I seen anything Kokimero run. Rockstun.
Yes, Kokimero Rockstun will actually like Diamond Core. They won't run it all that often, but they'll like it.
That is the last time I've ever seen anything Kokimero run. But Daryl, this field spell is really, really nice.
Let's see. Yeah, Scrap Factory. I was hearing a little bit about it, but...
No, this field spell is nice. The fact that there's no restriction on what scrap you special summon is nice.
True, but what are you going to go into? Are you going to go into Golem? Are you going to go into Scavenger?
Well, it gives you an opening to go into pretty much any synchro, or it's
You still can't go into Orthros. Or
I know, but
Chimera. Actually, it's
it's
both, isn't it?
still gives you a large, wide variety of synchros that you could actually go into depending on the situation you're in.
Are we looking over the fact that your opponent doesn't have to destroy your monster?
Mm,
Because you can just destroy it with your own effects.
yeah, but most of the time it's going to be Golem going off that. Golem or Shark.
Scrap Dragon.
Yeah, and plus the 200 attack.
The
And-
200 attack and defense bonus is actually the main reason why I think it would be run. Scraps are notoriously known for having relatively low stats for their effects.
Yeah. I like this field spell. I think it's really good. But I've never run scraps. I've seen them play, never run them.
I've dabbled in Scraps, but only lightly. Honestly, Scraps
is
I don't
this
really
the
think
card?
needed additional support, but it's good that they got it.
Oh, here's our anti-honest.
Yes, Forbidden Tome.
And we're moving right along.
Sorry. Did you want to say anything else about Factory?
No, I'm going to point out things like that. That's also my job. I'm the audience.
This card's interesting.
It's certainly fun because it forces things back to their original attack and defense, which is always fun with some of the cards that can manipulate that.
Yep. But I see it being more as a defense, much like Honest. It's better off as a defense, but then as an offense, and it is definitely an answer to Honest. But
Oh God, Forrest, would this card have been on an off tangent note? God, would this card have been funny that time that Daniel dropped 3 Kaloots on, what was it, his board to get over your Rainbow Dragon?
You know what's funny is when I dropped Honest on my Rainbow Dragon in response to that. It's like 4100 attack. Honest.
now I'm an 8100. I think I win this.
It's just like, Boris got this. Excuse me. See, the audience can't see this, but I'm slowly moving my head as though I'm Rainbow Dragon, slowly looking down.
Uh-huh.
Hello. It's like, excuse me, you appear to be in my house. Please leave.
I think can't think of a single one of the Forbidden cards that's not really, really good.
Yeah, you can.
What?
Chalice.
No, she's good.
Chalice is good, but not really, really good. Matter of fact, Dress has the same problem, too. Again, good, but not really, really good.
I like Dress. Especially in the blue, mostly in
And what
my
about
blue eyes
Curse Seal
deck.
of the Forbidden Spell? Amazing card, way too impossible to activate.
Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that when Book of Moon was at 3. Sam said, 3, activated 1. It's like, Forbidden Spell. Seriously? Yes. Just looked at me, it's like, I have 2 Gorzes in hand. They're gonna stay there. You're a bully, you're not nice, and I don't like you.
Alright, moving on to the reason why Morphing Jar number 2 was banned. Jackpot 7.
This card seems really, really dumb to me.
Oh, it is dumb. It's also impossible to actually use, thanks to it being so dumb. Now, I could use Jackpot 7 as a counter to Malevolent Catastrophe. I could. I'm not going to, but I could. But that's about the only way I see it getting its effect off. And mind you, I thought this before I knew about the Morphing Jar number 2 loop. So, yeah, I think that Jackpot 7 is an interesting card. I don't see myself ever getting its effect off. And I'm the guy that came up with the Solar Ray FTK, sorry.
You killed me with mini guts,
Oh.
Carol.
Yes, I killed you with mini guts, but I'm also the that came up with the Solar Ray FTK.
I really like this. One, because I like alternate win conditions already. But one, it could be fun against artifacts that run Mallycat. It's like, oh, I'm going to summon. I win. Or running in your artifacts. Activate this effect. Gerdat, destroy my...
Well, because you set the Mallycat and all the artifacts, right?
Mallycat again in an opponent's artifact.
Oh, but then because then if you blow them up yourself, then they just go to the graveyard.
No. I'm saying my first example was if I'm fighting artifacts. My second was that if I'm artifacts. If I'm artifacts, Durandal's first effect. It's like, that's now destroy a card? Oh, what are you going to do? Summon Jackpot 7 to the banished? This is how it's going to play. This is how it's going to play.
Yeah, but you still got to get
could just
all
win.
three of them.
Yeah. It's like, you could just beat me down. We're winning this way. Activate something.
I would be the kind of guy that would use that card to win using Scrap Dragon. Just like Scrap Dragon, blow up Jackpot 7. Wait,
Your
what?
opponent has to destroy it.
Oh, well.
Durandal changes it so your opponent's destroying it.
Yeah.
That's why it works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So moving on, we have Double Dragon Descent. We're finally into the trap cards.
I have no idea why this card would ever be played. I mean, I can see the use, but I can't think of any light-specific type dragon-type monster XYZs that would be worth using this card on.
Oh, let's see. Heliosphere, Neo Galaxy's Tachyon Dragon.
Yes, but here's the thing. You're pretty much summoning the monster as suicide.
And?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't... If you're going to bring out a big-ass beater monster, I don't like Neo Galaxy's Tachyon Dragon.
And yet all of the Light Dragon Ixies are big-ass beater monsters.
See? That's the point. I don't see any point to this because you're just going to suicide a bigger monster.
It's fun in Galaxies.
A potentially bigger monster into a smaller one.
You forget about a card. XYZ Reborn.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I don't think you could Ixies Reborn someone by a Double Dragon.
Might be able to. I don't know exactly know. I'm just saying that's fun. But no, I actually like this in Galaxies and stuff.
I think a use in it. But
also, if you run any kind of field spell that would buff it, then when it comes out, it's good.
Yeah. All of us.
Or we can go back to your Forbidden Tome.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Never mind.
Yep.
I
Or
forgot
Lance, or Dress, or Chalice.
Tome's a thing. God.
Or any of the forbidden cards, which aren't forbidden. Go figure.
So yeah, there are plenty of different combos to use with Double Dragon Descent. And it is a gimmicky card, yes, but we like it, so.
And some
also,
of the combos you can do with it aren't actually gimmick reliant.
Here is Twin Photon Dragon. I love that.
And now we're moving on to Tachyon Castle?
Yes.
I think this card's really, really cool.
This is a fun card.
This card sounds like it is mean as hell.
Daddy likes this card.
I would hate to get hit by this card.
This Galaxies, this is your counter trap card. You run at 3.
Except it's not a counter trap card.
Oh, am I thinking of a different one?
Yeah, you're thinking.
This is not the card I was waiting for.
You're thinking of the other Tachyon card that's later on in the list. Still, this thing is fucking amazing.
Sorry, I forgot I opened like 20 tabs.
Horribly mean.
Oh, my bad. Got excited. It's like opening a pack. This is really good. Oh, no, it's not.
So, this is the kind of thing that I trap stun the shit out of.
Yeah, good luck with that, especially since if you do manage to trap stun it, they're just going to SS another Galaxy monster, and it's going to be more mean this time because you're out of cards.
Oh, remember the Double Dragon Descent from earlier? say I didn't actually have anything to keep him, well, instead of my draw phase, I could always just bring it back with this.
Maybe. I'm not sure, because Synchros you couldn't do it with. I'm not sure if Pixies follow that rule. They probably do. It's bleh.
I don't.
Well, if that
That's
does
right.
work, ouch. This card seems really, really mean. If you get that off, I feel bad for the person you're playing.
Actually, I'll just bring back one of my other galaxies that didn't get blown up by Double Dragon Descent.
See? All the different plays. Tachyon Chaos Hole is definitely a card at least worth looking at. Especially because it's, Final Destiny, except much, much easier to get off. Alright, next up is Last Counter. This is another Battling Boxer card.
This card seems... let me finish reading it.
Stalling for time. Stalling for time. Where's my Lego? Whatever. I should probably read this too. The Last Counter. This looks like two guys punching each other. The one tried to do
It's
the right
end
hook,
of
and the other
Super
guy's
Junior
like, nope.
Confrontation.
It's like Punch Out, except battling boxers.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have shirts.
Ironically, another off-tangent comment, Daryl just did a run-through of Punch-Out.
I didn't
I'm
do
also
a
trying to
full
stall for
run-through.
you reading.
Oh, I'm done reading.
Okay, then start talking so I can.
Well, it seems like an interesting card to me.
It is. I like its Metamorph aspect.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Aside from the Metamorph aspect, though, unless you happen to have two lead yokes on the field, or lead blows as I prefer to call them, there's really no reason why you'd want to use it. You really don't need the additional protection, and the damage that you'll be taking is just, it's negligible.
It's just funny.
The artwork just makes me laugh.
Wacha!
Alright, moving on to Theosophy of the Artifacts. Is it?
Theosophia.
I can't pronounce that word. I just can't.
I would think Theosophy.
But it's probably Theosophy.
Oh, because, maybe.
Because
I
it's,
just know it's the
philosophy.
The Theo. So it's like the interesting.
I can't pronounce it. I can't decide on a way to pronounce this card. But it is your artifact specific searcher. It is very nice, and you use it during your opponent's turn.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about something. A lot of that new stuff for artifacts isn't as busted as I thought.
Well, yeah, there's not really a busted archetype, but they have a lot of destruction. And not only do they have a lot of destruction, they also have a lot of spamming.
Because in the last couple packs, we've gotten a lot of stuff that destroys shit that you can't actually chain to the destruction.
Doesn't matter. These effects aren't chained, dude.
Oh yeah,
They're when they're destroyed.
Oh yeah. Oops, never mind. Okay.
I don't care. You can't activate that.
Yes, I can. You're killing it, right?
It's like you can't destroy it, but you can't. It's like Night Beam can't chain to it. Okay, fine. Now bring it back out as a separate chain. Debunk. Please, sir, that's my card. Give that back. I forgot I'm the debunker, not my opponent. Go away.
All right. Moving on to Sylvan Water Slide.
Whee!
Yes, it's Wii.
I want to try it, but I don't think it's that great.
This is an adorable. This is a cool artwork.
It's one of the reasons why you actually run Snuff Spy over it. Snuff Spy does what Water Slide does, but on a less consistent basis. Thing is, with Sylvans, you either really want that draw, or have set yourself up to where you want to excavate it instead.
The only reason I'd use it would be when my opponent declares an attack, but it has to be direct, and really, if they're direct attacking in Sylvans, you probably already lost.
Right. Because you have lost board control, and you desperately need to maintain that.
And you've probably already blown up, and you're not Lightsworns, you can't just beckon it back and try again.
Oh, Avarice, it's good that you're gone, but several people miss you.
I miss Avarice.
And unfortunately, they're all plants, which is great for the archetype, but not so great for Potadectano to me.
So this next card scares me very, very much.
Really, you're afraid of Ghostwreck Knight?
This card is not nice. I'm
This is
not
true.
okay with this.
Oh look, Doll activates. Oh look, Knight's on the field. I win.
I am not
Ah.
okay with this. I am very not
See,
okay
that's actually good with
this.
Succubus because then it's like, knock it all down. Okay, it stays.
Not only that, but Succubus Succubus eats up their monster card zones too. So they very quickly start running out of space.
I don't
See,
like this.
now I can see Succubus having good with this. I'm starting to like the Ghost Trick variant that doesn't hide. So we are the terrors of the night. You're so cute though. Get down. Okay. Alright, just gonna go. Can I come back? Never. Okay.
Get on the ground.
So yeah, Ghostwreck Knight is actually very powerful with stuff like Catgirl, Yuki-sama, which does this but on a much smaller scale, and Doll. If you're gonna be running the new stuff, make sure to run Ghostwreck Knight, because Knight, with how much stuff you'll be screwing with your opponent, especially with Witch. Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Knight's basically what makes it all viable.
Yes. Knight makes a lot of the new stuff viable. And that's
You can
all
tell
we really
because
have to say about that. Run Knight. Run it at least at 2. Alright,
That's why
next
they're
up
all
is
the artwork.
Bujin Visibility. I will not bother to read this damn thing again because it's way too damn long.
Illusion visibility?
Yes.
This card seems really pointless to me.
It's not pointless really, but
It seems
it's
really,
very stally.
really
It allows
pointless.
Bujins the time to set up for what they want to do.
It's kind of hard to set up when you can't do anything.
Well, thing is, you don't need to summon monsters in Bujins, remember?
Yeah, but the thing is, it returns all monsters on the field of their hand. So
And?
you're not setting. You're literally sitting there with a bunch of cards in your hand.
Well,
Doing
yeah,
nothing
which is
with
what
your turn.
Bujins thrive on.
Okay. You run Wildheart. Because he doesn't care about this.
Actually, he does, because he's not being directly affected by this. The player is.
Tip section, you lied to me. No, wait, it says return all monsters on the field to the hand. It's not targeting the player.
So
True,
pretty
but
much
the
force
summon.
it-
I thought you were referring to the summon condition.
Oh,
Force-
no, I'm saying
The
You
first
do that,
effect,
Wild
yes.
Heart stays.
The first effect, yes, Wild Heart would dodge, but the second effect, no.
no, but he can do stuff for that. Or I'm making wind up Bujins, rabbiting everything away, doing this, burning it all back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you'd have to have 2 rabbits on the field at least.
That's not hard.
When was the last time you had 3 rabbits on the
Oh
field?
God.
Pretty often I have two.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
One of my favorite is to cycle up Rat and Magician.
Given Xander's orgasmic sounds over there, I take it he looked at Ambush of the Monarchs before we were ready. Oh well.
Oh.
Look at the Fire King. He don't care. He walking through rocks.
This
He on
card
fire.
is fucking mean. I like this card. I want 3 of this card now.
You see, guys, Xander's desperately trying to run the Neo Monarch stuff, and it's working out pretty good. He's already pissed our good friend Joe off with Mobius several times, and this right here is pretty much skill drain, except it doesn't hurt you anymore.
Oh God, I love this card.
I can deal with this.
Mind you,
going to
if you're
the
gonna run Ambush, then you've got to run March.
He is running March.
Okay.
I'm not running it, but I do have it inside deck.
Oh wait, that's right. You run the other one, not March.
I would
Okay.
return.
I ambush of the Monarchs. I'm ambush you back.
Into the deck. So I had to figure out how you're going to manage that with no card effects. Or no monster effects.
Well, there's
All
still
face-up
Dark
monsters.
Regeki.
Oh, you
Oh, yeah.
dirty bastard. I know what you're going to do. I hate you, Forrest.
I also have lances.
I also don't care.
All right, moving on because we actually like Ambush of the Monarchs. Is Evil
That's good.
Singularity?
Dude,
I
that,
actually
like,
really
Somebody
like
didn't
this.
finish the artwork.
Oh, well, you did. You commented on how he's the Fire King, rumbling through locks like he just don't care. Because he does not care. He is fire.
No, I'm
What?
saying Evil Singularity. I'm making fun of the fact that it's all black lines.
Oh,
So this card, I see that picture and think Lugia for some stupid reason.
you should
Don't
be
know why.
thinking either Dulka or Solda. I think it's Dulka that they're going for.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the Evo.
There's no level restrictions on that.
No, there isn't. So assuming that you have all three of them in your extra deck, you can go into any of them.
Ah.
I don't like this card.
Why? Free Logias, really piss you off?
I hate Dolk and Lagia. They piss me
Forget
off.
about them. You can go into the 6.
Yes, Solda.
I don't know what Soldier does.
This is because no one has ever run it against you.
I've ran into Solda. Solda. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has XYZ material. When your opponent special summons a monster, you can detach one material from this card to destroy that monster.
Oh yes, I have had that run against me. Never mind.
I had a Hazy Flame kid bring that out. It's like, you really should have brought out the other one. You should have brought your actual Hazy Flame out, sir.
Alright, moving on, because Evil Singularity is actually really awesome.
Mhm.
Ixie's Universe. Isn't this the, no, this is not the one that I thought it was. Damn.
This card's pretty interesting.
Yep.
I'm bringing out a rank 11 with this.
Wait, is this? Yeah, this is the one that I thought it was, because, well, what rank 11 are you going to bring out?
The CXYZ Wind Carrier Super Mega Hamster.
Problem,
Good.
he would be a rank 10.
I forgot his name. I have an 11.
Enterprise.
I'm getting my book. Open up backpack. We have science to do.
Oh, wait, you're talking about Babylon, right?
Is he talking about Disciple?
Sky Palace Gangaroo DB. No,
Yeah,
that's
he's
the card.
talking, he's
Sky
talking
Palace
about
Babylon.
Babylon, okay.
It's super form. You're gonna probably not help me at all.
Oh, come on, Babylon is amazing. I love Babylon.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
But with that
God.
with that being said, Ixie's Universe is in fact the card I thought it was, and yeah, if your opponent is like spamming the lead blows at you, you just use Ixie's Universe, and now all of a sudden you happen to have a Heliosphere for free. Heliopolis, sorry.
No, it'd have. Wait, what are they spamming at you?
Lead blow.
Oh, well, it has to be one higher than the combined
Oh,
two.
one higher than the combined. So instead of
Bring out
Harder.
Super Ultimate Neo Dragon. I mean,
So, I could
Blue Eyes Ulti.
I could
yes,
see
you
Sam
could bring out
running
Blue Eyes
this.
Ulti with that.
So, because I going ahead again, I found another card that Sam's probably gonna run in his stupid Dark World
Okay, and that would be
Discord sector.
yeah.
This card. No, I'm not happy with this card. This card needs to go away. Neither player can special summon monsters with this level or rank as a monster they control.
To be honest, Discord Sector is probably one of the best anti-meta cards that we see in this pack. It's also one of the ones that will be run the least.
Still scary.
Mm,
I don't.
The game
Sam
is just
has
way too
enough
exploded right now.
lockdown. That man has enough lockdown. He doesn't need
Gosh
more.
darn it. I just forgot what deck I'd run it in. Oh, my Cybers.
I'm not okay with
Yeah,
this.
because your Cybers only manipulate after they're on the field.
Hmm? They don't care. Or they just fuse from the hand.
Yeah.
It's like, da, please stop. Nope. It's like, here, have a level 1 token. Why? I'm not having you, Fader. It's like, but he's gonna be gone. Here, have another.
All
This
right.
makes no
Next
sense.
up, we
Yes,
have 1 out of 3. This is
one's
the
that.
card that inspired me to do something really stupid.
I swear to God, if you kill me with another stupid card, I will kill you.
No. I can't possibly kill you with this, but it inspired me to do something really stupid.
I haven't even read it yet, so give me a second. Declare one kind of extra deck monster. Fill both this extra deck in the player.
I may toss it in my hero deck if I ever rebuild it, just for giggles.
That's... I kind of want to run this card.
Yeah, it's a really cool card, and it inspired me to do something stupid. Would you like to know what that stupid thing is?
What?
I built a deck using only the Gaia Knights.
No. Ollie? What?
Yeah, if
Wow.
you'll look, the artwork for 1 out of 3 is all 3 of the different versions of Gaia Knight that we have. The Synchro, the Fusion, and the Ixies.
Beautiful.
It is actually pretty beautiful that they're all here. So I decided, you know what? Let's go make a deck using only the Gaia Knight cards. And I did it.
Oh, I could throw it in Gem Knights too. Huh.
So Daryl's never going to get the effect off 1 out of 3.
Yeah, I can. I seriously can do it because, you know,
Just call Fusion.
Yeah, I can call Fusion to go into Gaia the Dragon Champion or the Gaia the Supreme Force.
9 times out of 10, people don't run Fusions. And the 3 decks that do,
True.
don't run enough of the others.
Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see that.
Plus, the deck's purpose is not to get the effect off. It's just that, you know, hey, I wanted to run a Gaia deck, so I built one.
God damn it! Primal Origin! Go away with your cute-looking cards.
Now we're
Oh,
getting
Gaga
now
Sisters in this
we are
pack.
getting into the 10 exclusive cards for this pack, the 10 new cards, starting with Gaga Sister.
They need to stop
actually
making
like-
adorable things.
I may have to run it. Make my Dark Magician deck. Because she's nice, because she grabs your Gaga spell or trap.
hmm
She manipulates your levels, which is always fun in those.
Yep.
Oh, I
Especially
almost
because you can
broke
throw
the
out Sister, Magician, put it to whatever you want, bump it up by 2. Boom. Slam. There's your XYZ.
Yes. Gaga is all about level manipulation and ixing into the exact thing that you want. Personally, I would go into Magician and then just use her in order to go into Domi Domi. Or is it? No, it's Magi. Sorry.
Okay, I was trying to figure out why these were at the bottom of the list. But yeah, exclusives. This thing is weird looking.
Yes,
Magi,
Toga Go
Magi.
Goliath. I don't see this one actually being run, like, at all. But, then again, I really don't know. It's a really weird card simply because the 800 buff doesn't help him.
Permanent. That's a permanent gain.
Yes.
So he can already come out and be a 3,000 to start.
No,
It's
I
800
could see-
defense.
I could see something.
Oh!
I-
What the crap?
No, Forrest, I got an idea to make Sam even more mad.
Rockstar.
No, bring that out and then set a defender.
Doesn't matter then.
No, 'cause
because
when-
his effect activates on when he's summoned, dude.
Oh, well. Summon him when you have a defender.
Wait, no. Once per turn, all monsters you control gain 800.
Wait, it's once per turn?
You can only
No,
use this.
you can only use the effect of number 55. So all monsters you control. So no, it doesn't even activate. It's just while he's on the field.
Oh. Goliath, you've become less and less good the more I read you. I mean, I guess maybe a Rockstun deck?
No, because even Rockstun, the only thing that they would really want to buff that much is Pachi, and then they can't bring
Well,
him out while
the
Pachi's
grab
out.
back effect.
So, you want to know what I'm
Big
looking
grab effect
forward
is all I
to
have
about
to think
the
about.
new... I just thought about this. You want to know what I'm looking forward to the most about the new card lists?
What?
The new series? They're done with the go, 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 do, do, do crap.
Says you.
I hope
Never.
they are.
The
win my
onomatopoeia decks are probably going to get at least 1 or 2 more cards for support during the transition to Arc V.
I'm still waiting to see how this pendulum summoning thing's gonna work out.
We have almost all of it mapped out already.
I
Anyway,
know,
up next we have Dodo Draw, and honestly, Dodo Draw is awesome. It's a graceful charity, of course.
It's a free draw.
So, all graceful charities for this pack. Got it.
This is Primal Charity.
Yes. Primal Charity. Discard one monster with Prime in its name. Draw 2 cards.
I
was
don't
actually
like
gonna
this
play on the
next card.
deck. It's a Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon.
I don't like this card. This is a free
Oh, but
photon
it's
dragon.
so cute!
No.
Oh, this card is so fun. This card is so fun. This card is so
No,
fun.
no,
Yep,
no, no,
Yep,
no, no,
yep,
no.
Yep.
No
yep,
free
yep,
photon
yep,
dragon for
yep,
Sam.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Oh. This is why I'm making Galaxy. This isn't exactly why, but I'm definitely
my
running
crap.
this in my deck.
Sam should throw this in his Chaos Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Does that he
Because
get
he does it.
for you fucking Galaxy Eyes? It's like, oh,
Galaxy Eyes
Eyes.
monster.
Just like Galaxy, yeah, it's Galaxy Eyes monster from your hand or graveyard.
So
Also fun because you could just use it as material as well.
So the whole reason why I like Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon is because he's so damn cute. But he actually does have some very competitive uses with the Galaxy deck. He's a very decent recycler of Photon Dragon himself, and he can also be used to buff up your Ixies if they need the effects. They shouldn't, because by the time you're using the Galaxy Ixies, you're pretty much won.
Yes.
But yeah, he is awesome. The fact that he's not a tuner makes him better.
So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Not Forrest. Daryl, because you've looked at this, please tell me Photon Stream of Destruction is not Photon's Photon's Burst Stream of Destruction.
As far as I know, it actually is.
Oh, great.
Mind you, I don't think it hits all. I think it only hits one, but I'm not sure.
Galaxy Soldier is left to side as usual.
Hey, it's fine. Galaxy Soldier, we can talk about you. Yeah.
I actually did take a look at Galaxy Soldier, and I think he's a pretty good card.
He is nice. The main problem is that he honestly works best as artifact support rather than Galaxy support.
Oh, well, I don't know. Because he can discard the light to hand, but he only grabs galaxies.
True, but you can grab another soldier, and then you can special summon him. And then, oh look, all of a sudden, not only have I filled up my graveyard for like Soul, Purity, and Light or something, but I have 2 level 5s and can go into Pallades.
That's true.
Dale, I
And
think...
He just only gets to search once. Interesting.
He only gets
Good
one search,
artifact
but you
support.
still get a Pallades out of it.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at everything. I still run him in Galaxy, because he does have the search, and he does give you 5 plays for giggles.
I am not okay with that Photon Cloud Dragon thing. Not okay. I don't want to see all of the Photon Dragons. I already see them enough. And this card is better than... I think this Stream of Destruction's better because it's Banish, not Destroy, Daryl.
But it's only it's only banish one as opposed to destroy all.
Yeah, but still, banishing
It doesn't make you lose anything for it. It's the trade-off.
Yeah. Well,
And banishing one can still be good. What? Yeah, but the Blue Eyes one makes you, like, they can't attack or something.
Yeah, this one's not too
Cyber
bad.
Dragon before him.
I think it's a little bit of fallback that you only activate it on your turn if you don't have Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon on the field. But
That's a faux
With
pas.
Cloud Dragon,
honestly.
that's not hard.
Getting Photon Dragon out on the field is piss easy. Keeping him there is actually even easier, assuming that you want to keep him there.
Mm-hmm.
But in all seriousness, you're gonna use this during your opponent's turn when they go into something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, we like Photon Stream of Destruction, and with all the Galaxy stuff that's in this pack, it's quite clear that's what they were going for: Galaxy, 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 Galaxy. Here is the one that you were thinking of, Forrest. Behold,
This is
Tachyon
here it is.
Transmigration.
You have a problem? You transmigrate it. You can't set your cards? Don't worry. Bring out a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Activate it from your hand.
And this, my
Here is
friends, this is why Galaxy are going to be at least a minor threat for the next couple of months.
Mm-hmm. And it shuffles all the negated cards, if they're on the field, back to the deck,
Yes.
which is always really nice. Mind you, hand, not so much, but whatever.
Yes,
That's
Tachyon Transmigration is very powerful. I want to say it's a bit too powerful, honestly, but
curious question, Daryl.
shoot.
Lead Yoke, it's 800 when it loses an XYZ material, right?
Yep. which is why Shadow is being looked at so hard.
Yeah, Shadow's kind of busted. I think Shadow's gonna be a good Battle and Boxer card run.
Honestly, I do think that Shadow's going to see play, but I don't see him being focused on.
That's actually pretty good.
Because
So I was trying to remember if
the
I was
whole
trying to
reason that
remember
you
if
use
Lady
Lead Blow
Okusa-
is his native protection. The ability to protect himself from pretty much anything makes him desirable. You don't really want to lose that. You don't want to really lose that protection on your own.
Because destroyed by
So yeah, we like Shadow, but again, I don't really see. I don't. If I was going to run battling boxes, I would not, triple Shadow. I might do 1 or 2, but most certainly not triple.
It's worth a little trial, but nothing worth.
And now we have the
overrunning.
new battling boxer Xyz, Nova Caesar.
I don't see this card. I think this card would be uber busted if it had a similar effect to Lady Oak does.
And nothing does, and there's a reason for that.
Like, this card would be inexplicably busted if it had an effect. Even if it didn't get the 800 buff, it's still, with the can detach to not be destroyed effect, this card would be busted.
Yes, because it pretty much becomes immortal then. Especially with the ability to recycle. And that's not the real reason why you'd run it, though. The whole reason that you would want to go into it is so that when it blows up, you can, SS 3 monsters as opposed to the 2. Or maybe even up to 5.
It reminds me of a less powerful Crystal Abundance.
Well,
the end effect
because
of Crystal
Abundance
Abundance
is way more powerful. Like, in a league of its own kind of powerful.
I don't know if I'd put... Because it's Sen's card, and that anything that sends is already big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
Because that stops a lot of negation.
And
like,
we're up to
start.
the final card in the set, Jolt Counter.
Oh, good. Great. Battle boxes have their own solemn now.
Yes, they do.
Great.
During the battle phase.
Yep.
That's
the
great.
stipulation.
Still, that's...
It's still
most
good.
of the effects that you're worried about when you're running Lead Blow are in the battle phase anyway. Like, they're usually in the battle phase if they know what they're doing. Compulse, Magic Cylinder, that kind of stuff.
I'm really interested to see how photons are going to run.
As am I, but I'm not interested enough to test them out for myself yet.
Well, I'll know because Forrest is going to punch my face in with them, so...
I won't make them an actuality, most likely, just because the XYZs are pricey. But
Does it mean
I can at least depth throw them and DN them.
I was going to say, it doesn't mean I'm out of the zone of getting my face punched in by them.
Oh no, you're going to do it with hearts.
Alright, and with that, our look is actually done. How do we want to say this pack is in like overall and in general?
I think it's... I must say, it is a lot better and consistent. What pack was it that was pretty much 80% useless cards, Daryl?
The only other one that we did was Shadow Specters, or wasn't it?
Yeah, it was I think it was Shadow Specters. Like 80% of the cards we looked at were mostly useless.
Funny, because it's that pack that not only introduced Ghost Tricks, but I'm pretty sure that's where we got Boojins, wasn't it?
No, it was one of the packs that we did. I don't remember what it was.
The only other pack that we've done, actually, is Shadow Specters, though.
No, because we've done a couple of these now. There was another pack, and we had a bunch of really useless crap in it.
Did you do Judgment of the Light?
Yeah, it was Judgment of the Light.
Okay.
Because that had a couple good cards, but other than that, not so good.
Yeah.
Pharma Origin, I'm excited about, because I run Madolce, so that's in Jelly. I'm trying to build Sylvan, so there's those.
Fuck me.
Galaxies are fun, though I don't know if I'll straight up build them. But overall, it has a lot of fun support for a lot of decks, both young and old. It actually fits. Never mind. We're going with it. Both young and old. No Penguin. 10 out of 10. Banned next to the list. Oh my god, too good. Too good.
Well, since Forrest opened the floodgates for this, favorite card in the set?
Oh, great. Probably. I feel like no Penguin because of his stupid name. And Jelly, if you were actually royalty or nobility of some sort, maybe. But seeing as you're not, you don't get it. I don't even believe you're a real fairy.
Okay. To be honest here, my favorite card in the set is almost certainly a Chaos Marionetteer. I really want to fucking use that, and I'm gonna have to use it with the Maliseverus stuff because it's what it's built for.
So
Oh, and artifacts. That's what I'm excited about.
The artifact archetype is something I'm excited for, but I clearly have no idea what I'm doing with them. So I'm probably gonna let someone else actually show me how it works, and then try it out.
Okay. I might end up getting a box of this.
I already know what my favorite card in this pack is.
What?
Ambush of the Monarchs.
We figured as much.
I'm gonna have so much fun with
Xander's
that card.
favorite card in the pack completely depends on what he's building.
Hey, I have that built, thank you.
Yeah, which is why you're waiting for this to improve it.
Oh wait, no, I'm still missing a couple things. My bad. Some here or there stuff that I gotta pick up from Legacy of the Valiant.
Consistency, skill, those types of things.
Oh, fuck you, boys.
All right. With that, I'm pretty sure that we are done. We are done for the day.
Forrest.
So, final thoughts and comments, guys.
Yay!
Final thoughts and comments. Forrest doesn't have room to talk about consistency, considering half of his decks are inconsistent as hell. Which
Considering
makes me
half
wonder,
of my decks are combining 3 archetypes that were never made to go together, I think that's kind of figures. I'm sorry, Insectors, Windups, and Tuners weren't made to go together.
and yet he still makes them wreck face, which is scary. Scary, scary, scary.
I can bring out my Cybers and their consistency if you'd like.
I'm done getting frickin' no. Fuck.
Yeah, anyways, this is entirely off topic and Daryl's trying to end it.
All right.
Yeah, that's true.
I really like this pack. I do. But
I love
sadly,
this pack.
I know for a fact that I'm not getting anything out of this pack. There's a lot of stuff in here that I really like, but I'm not actually going to be spending money on it because I don't really need to. I get Maya Yu-Gi-Oh! High Online now, so,
So I think I've got I'm thinking maybe 3 cards out of this pack I'm considering running. Because I might run Mobius, or not Mobius, but Destalos. I'm still on an iffy on him. I'm obviously gonna run a new artifact MST because it's just too good. And then the Monarch, Ambush to the Monarchs. This card has me really excited for Primal Origins.
yes. But I think with that, I think we're all set and done here. So, everyone, this has been...
This has been Primal Origins.
Yes, with Gerdat14
Dark Xander.
and...
And Leoka Saver.
Alright then, be safe everyone.